All right, we here for episode 16 of the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. You know, we just out here trying to be young, black, successful, and all that other stuff that we would say. So, cups up, church.
Yes. Oh. I can't take this. This ain't no shot. This ain't no shot.
Drink of the day is Doers blended Scotch whiskey. And you're not supposed to take shots of Scotch. I already know that, but we're breaking the rules. Yeah, I'm gonna pour another one to sip, but I ain't taking another shot.
It wasn't that bad though.
It wasn't bad, but
I don't drink, but I had worse.
I've had worse.
I was actually pretty okay for that.
I would give it like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
all right, I can give it that. Especially like I said, I don't drink, and I don't damn sure not no dark liquor or whiskey,
Right.
none of that. I'll give it a 3.
But this is the Busy Doing Nothing podcast where you're right in the middle of the conversation. I am your host, Mr. Freemans. To my left, I have
Taylor, aka Doc. To my left, I have
I'm Adam, aka Ross, aka Ross Films.
James, aka Be Humble James on IG.
and these are our special guests for the day. We do have, I mean, they already told you, but we got A. Ross, and then we got James. You said Be Humble?
Yeah, Be Humble.
Be Humble. And we got a special episode. We got another guest episode. My man A. Ross, he is a renowned videographer, and my man James is a renowned visual artist. They got a bunch of stuff that they've been doing lately this year. They've been keeping the Baltimore scene up and artistic like we need to be. Something positive, something going on good in the community. We went to their OVO XO art show a couple weeks ago, and that was definitely dope. And then they got some other stuff coming up. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and explain what that is.
Take it.
I gotta start talking, man. Alright, so July 22nd, we got the. I gotta talk directly to the camera.
No, I mean,
Oh.
anyway, people
It's,
know
like, it's
you.
3, so it's gonna be no matter where you at, it's gonna see.
Well, July 22nd from 9 p.m. to 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. in the morning, we got Glow in the Art Volume 1 party. It's not an art show, it's a party. It's a turn-up event, you know. But we're trying to, you know, bring a party scene to Baltimore on the creative side, artistic side. So everything's gonna be black light, neon lights. You know, we're gonna have jello shots, a lot of alcohol, a lot of fun. So
Free yellow shots.
Y'all should have them alcohol gummy bears.
yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
gonna get them.
That would
We're
be
getting them.
good
We're gonna
shit.
have jello shots, the actual shot glasses we made of Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, okay.
yeah, okay.
Something different. So
Yeah,
like I
that's
said,
what's up.
you know,
Hey, that's what's
we
up.
want everybody to come out and have some fun.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be in the building for that because you know we out to support all of that stuff. I think that's great though, like because you know like we need a artistic, positive culture type movement going on in the city because there's not a lot of it going on.
Right.
So, you know that's definitely something that's great. So
Yeah,
like,
'cause it's you know if you look around, I guess on the IG on social media, right, you see your regular day parties. They're not average. A lot of people going to them. Why? Because this person's going, that person's going. I'm gonna go with them because this person's gonna be there. So a lot of following, trending stuff. People do stuff just because everybody else is doing it. So you bring something different, people don't like doing it just because it's different. So
Right.
we try to break that bring that exposure to like the artistic world of Baltimore where it used to be. You know, and be on the creative side of parties, art shows. Just try to bring something different to the table. It's just everybody just always in the motion of trying to do what everybody else is doing.
right.
You know what y'all should do? Y'all should get some flyers. Artscape next weekend.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Just
know
like-
it was the Artscape weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told
Reggie
that
told
to
me, I'm
somebody.
like, I didn't even
It
know
was
we
Reggie.
had-
I forgot all
He
about
told
it.
me, I didn't know it was actually a perfect weekend to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art themed party.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
Artscape
it is.
weekend.
That's why I thought when I thought about it, I was like,
I
"What?"
seen
the
that.
day
My
Yeah.
mom
of the art.
posted it.
And tell them to come out. Yep.
Yep, later on the night.
They already
They'll go
downtown
to
too, cause Artscape not that far
Right.
away.
Right.
So
Is,
yeah,
so is it Saturday? It's Saturday?
yeah,
I mean,
Artscape is
Artscape's
the
all
whole
weekend.
weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then your joint now.
So
is
yeah, they like
every
150
time.
degrees, like it's
Yeah.
always been the last few years. It'd be hot as I don't know what
Yeah.
Artscape.
And the good thing is, since it's at night, it should be a little cooler.
Right.
And the place got air
Air
conditioning.
conditioning.
Right, right.
Oh,
So that's
yeah.
the
Good
best
air
thing.
conditioning.
That's what's up.
Real
That's what's
good.
up. I noticed that at the art show y'all had, y'all was letting certain people kind of showcase their music. Y'all gonna be having like a music showcase of this thing too?
Not at this one, but
Yeah.
we are going to eventually do that. Have a
Yeah,
showcase.
so we want we want like a particular event just for people to showcase their music.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Because trying to incorporate the art plus the music is like taking away from the artists, showcasing their visual work,
Right,
you know,
right,
paints and stuff like that. So we trying to make it focus on one thing, you know. So if the
Right.
people want to have the music, so we're gonna have that particular show just for the music.
Yeah, just for the music show.
Right, yeah. Because we had a couple of y'all visual artists that was at the OVO show a couple weeks ago on the show. Yeah, Sophia.
Ray.
Oh, yeah.
I
So,
checked into that.
That was
Yeah,
that was
a dope
definitely
episode.
dope. They plan
That
on
was a
going
good
to the, they gonna be at the art show
No,
too.
yeah, they definitely.
Or, I mean the
yeah.
Glow show. All
Yeah.
right. That's what's up. Yeah, so like, yeah, I asked about the music because I know, like, you know, some people they be wanting to hear the music, the new artists and all that other stuff. Me particularly, I'm old fashioned. I'm like, I like my Jay-Z, my regular stuff. I can't really.
Yeah.
Local artists I like to support, but like the
There's
whole
a few local artists that's really doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a few.
the whole like
Baltimore has
mainstream new artists. I'm a little slow to get to.
Right.
I'm just like.
Yeah.
The newest I did, J. Cole. Like that. That's,
I don't even
that's
consider
cool.
him new no more,
That's not new. It's like that's like the last class I really
Yeah.
fuck with. I mean, there's a couple people like A Boogie. Like
Yeah,
A Boogie
he
one.
cool.
That's what I
Yeah.
listen to on the regular.
But-
As far as like that class with like Drake and Kendrick and all them, that's like the last freshman class. Where I'm like, that whole class is legit.
I didn't even know they was all
Nah,
they was
I would
all in
say-
one class.
I would say the last class would be the Kevin Gates Chance the Rapper class. That's probably the
Yeah, I mean,
most
it is-
lyric.
As far as the whole class though, like a whole, like it's
Oh.
not. I'm talking about as a whole
okay,
complete
yeah,
class.
Got you.
I mean, I feel like Kendrick and Drake and all them. Well, Drake was probably out a little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
know
had
how
a
they
little
do the
time
freshman
on his
class
belt.
is like once you drop your album.
But I
think
people
the
be out
last-
for like 5 years and they still consider it freshman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I still think like I wouldn't say the entire class, but Kevin Gates lyrical, Chance the Rapper.
Is he still
in
very
jail?
Lyrical.
Yeah, he had
he's
like
still
Yeah.
locked
3
up.
years.
still
like,
For real? He got to do the whole thing?
Yeah, I think.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I think so because he for whatever he was locked up for kicking a girl.
Yeah.
The day he was gonna come home,
They got him for a gun or something like
for
that,
a
right?
gun. Yeah, so he got
Yeah.
like 30 something.
So he
months.
violated probation.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
You heard about his girl? That's his wife. She's dropping his album. Like she
Oh,
can't
bro.
have no contact with him, but she's so like in tune with him that he said, "I trust you to put my songs and make the album right." So
Oh,
he
that's
dropping
what's
the
up.
album.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
yeah.
Drake. Yeah,
Damn.
That's
definitely-
a
it's
hell of a
cool.
That's love,
relationship
yeah.
goals.
But so he got 3 years, but how long,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, how much time has he put into that
Like, it's
already?
3 years from like all the other time he did was he had to serve that. It's a whole nother 3. So it was a couple months ago. So
That's
that's probably
probably.
only
I thought he
been.
did one.
Yeah,
one
I
year
feel like
he
that
got
was a
out.
minute ago when I heard that. It had to
Yeah,
be
And
sometime
this is
last year.
concurrent to what he has now. This is new from that.
That's what I'm
from
saying.
that
So when
last
he
piece.
did that last thing, that wasn't a part of 3 years. That was a whole different charge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when it was probably 6, 7
He has,
months ago.
he got to do the
probably.
whole bid. The whole
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he probably, yeah,
I'd have been
still
so
on 3
blown though. Like I'm getting ready to get out of jail, and they're like,
you on
"Nah,
the
you gotta
rise,
turn
like,
right around,
Kevin
go
Gates
back
was
in."
getting hot. Like people was messing with Kevin Gates.
hmm
Like, a lot of people. I personally wasn't a fan of his music.
I
liked a
He
couple of
wasn't
his
nice,
songs.
Yeah.
But I
I
wasn't
like
like
him
a-
because he was intelligent. Like when he had interviews
Yeah.
and stuff, he showed that he was smart.
You
Like
have to read.
mhm.
You got to read.
He was
the,
real,
the only reason I
he
say
was
that is because my boss now, he's making me read. He's not making me. He said you should. He suggested the idea that I should read 1 book a month.
Yeah,
If I
you
don't
should.
read.
I agree with that.
So I'm trying to make it 2 books a month. You know.
See, I try. I
supposed
listen
to
to
be doing
audio.
I just don't have
I
time.
be at work, so I listen to
Yeah.
audio.
You got the
instead of
time.
reading.
I don't have the
You
patience.
just don't got
no,
the
I was about to say I
discipline or the
don't have the
patience.
patience. I don't have the patience.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do audiobooks because I feel like it's not the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, you
Uh,
gotta
it-
actually
it-
read it
yeah.
to understand.
Yeah.
You
I
can't just
take
let
in
someone.
smooth
It's like us
audio.
talking the conversation. You can close your
Exactly.
eyes while you're talking to me. That's
Mhm.
audio. You know, you need to read to understand what
Yeah.
people are talking about.
Yeah, that's true. Because I kept telling myself I was going to get back into reading books. Because, like, all day I'm staring at screens at work, computer screens, all that other stuff. I'm like, I just need a book, something I can just look at that's
Yeah.
analog.
Give yourself a break. Yeah.
Even if
from
it's not a
screen.
book, it would be like a short article or whatever. Like on, because I used to go on Google.
Mm-hmm.
You
But I still
know,
look at
whatever.
Yeah,
I
but that's
need
still
to
looking at
look
the
Still
screen.
looking
I'm
at
talking about, like,
the
literally
screen.
from my eyes and stuff.
Right.
So it's just like
I'll
trying to
buy
just
a
go
book
into a
every once in
regular
a while,
book.
but I can't get through it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll dedicate, and then after like a day or two, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, or you just forget, and then you just like, all right, I'll do it
Yeah.
tomorrow, and then the next day is like,
I think
I'll
the last
do it
book I
tomorrow.
bought was I think The Power of Being Broke by
I heard
it's the
that.
guy from Shark Tank who
Yeah,
did food.
I wanted to get
Wow.
Charlamagne's book.
I
just-
listened to the audio. That
for
was
real?
a
I
good
just bought
book.
that
That
for
was
my
an audio
boyfriend for
book.
his birthday.
For real, I wanted that, and I actually also wanted to get Kevin Hart
Kevin
book
Hart.
too.
See, I got that for the
Oh,
audio
he has a
joint
book
too,
out
but I
too.
couldn't download. I ain't have enough space on my phone. So
Kevin Hart
Alright.
got
They was
books.
giving that away for free though, wasn't it? The Kevin Hart book. I kept seeing ads. It was like download
I
now or
don't
something
think
like
so.
that.
I know.
seen
I
one.
know Audible. I think you get like a free joint when you first sign up. So
Oh.
that's
Yeah,
why I
you
did.
did.
That's why I did. So I
Oh.
get it, but I couldn't listen to it.
Oh,
But it's
right.
like a life. But on his press run, he was talking about the stories and stuff. Like Kevin Hart got a story.
Mhm.
He got hella incidents. Like his shit was crazy. So
It's
I
like-
really want to get the book, man.
It's like 3 books I want to get. It's Charlamagne, Kevin Hart, and I can't think of his name now. Trevor Noah.
Oh, I read that book.
I want to get that
That
book.
book good.
What's
Yeah.
His I forgot what it's
What is-
called.
It's this book about him growing up in South Africa,
And during apartheid and
During
all that
apartheid. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But I forgot what the book is called. I think it's Born something. I don't know. It's Born something. Yeah, but it's I like
I'm
it. It's
gonna try to
good.
get those and read those.
And you know now he's been.
I mean, I was
Good
about
book,
to say,
girl.
some guy was watching them on. Was it the late night show?
Yeah.
Yeah, he on the Daily Show.
The Daily
Yeah,
Show?
that's
Yeah.
his. And he getting more popular as we got a lot of racial tension going on in our country, and as him being he's kind of like becoming a spokesperson for American Black people because he been through apartheid or whatever, so he can relate to
Because
racism.
It's still going on.
Right.
Yeah, it's
he
still
can
going
identify
on over
subtle
there.
racism because he dealt with blatant racism.
Yeah,
by law.
a different type.
Yeah.
A different type where everyone's still the same color, but we speak different languages, and that was how they was discriminated against.
Right.
But like,
Yeah, I like Trevor Noah. I like his stand up too. He's actually really funny. But
Yeah, he got a lot of sarcastic jokes.
yeah, I think he got some on Netflix. I think he
He did.
I did. I seen that.
He do got one.
I ain't never watched it.
It was cool. But yeah. So I mean, who was we talking about before with the music?
Yeah, with the music.
The music, yeah. I've been this
With the
Scotch
music,
whiskey.
while I
It's
was
the Scotch.
saying Chance the Rapper and Kevin Gates,
Who else was in that?
that was the
class?
last
I don't know.
class.
I don't even know who's
That
class
was
what.
August Alsina was the singer.
He was in Kevin Gates'
I
class.
don't like all this
Yeah.
Alcina.
I feel like he's not really. What does he do now?
He's
Like,
not
I mean,
relevant
yeah,
anymore.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I don't
I liked him at one point. Like his first album was.
His album was
he's
cool, yeah.
talented. Like he's really nice, but since he's been going through all this medical issue, I felt like.
Oh, yeah, the medical
Oh
issue.
yeah, right. I was like, where he go?
he ready. Like he's like.
I just thought he fell off. Like I didn't know what was going
You
on.
follow, it's on Instagram. I forget. It's like a real critical.
I stopped paying attention
something-
once he
it's
started
some-
putting chopsticks in his head.
Yeah, it's some disease that he got. That it's real.
You know what I'm talking about? Like he would do
He
like a
got
bun
pictures,
and put some
yeah.
chopsticks
No,
on
he was geeking.
And when he
like,
did that, I was like,
he
nope,
was geeking for
I'm
a little
good.
bit. But then once, like I said, it was recent that it came out that he talked about it. Like
Oh,
he got
okay.
like, a real serious thing that.
Nah, I ain't know. It's like a heart condition or something. I think
I don't know,
it
but
I just know
sounds.
he's going through.
it's a,
I know
it's
he
a
was going through
disease
like
that he
a
has. Where,
depression.
I think he
phase.
gets sick real easy. Like,
Oh, all right. I remember
like,
hearing
think
something about
like
it.
with his
Something with his
blood
immune
cells.
system.
Like yeah, like
Sickle
he gets,
cell?
It's not sickle cell. It's not sickle cell, but it's something rare that's like real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he was like he go through it. That's why he said he still be trying to make music for his fans.
Right.
But that's how I felt about August too. I was like I found out about that, and you kind of understand.
Yeah, I kind of understand now. I just thought he was just losing his mind with the chopsticks. And,
No, yeah.
what is it called? The origami or whatever it is. That
Origami,
Japanese.
yeah.
Oh.
What?
Like the Japanese stuff he was on with the dresses and I don't know.
Origami is
No,
the
I said
folding paper.
Korigami. I don't know what it's called. Kimono or whatever. I don't know.
Also, like more like the Japanese.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of that type of stuff, but I'm just like, nah, with the chopsticks.
meditation probably. I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
Artists are
Chopsticks.
weird anyway. Like artists, all artists.
Yeah.
Like
They all got their own.
Oh, yeah.
They all
All
got
got
their own.
their way.
I mean,
that doesn't make you an artist. Though.
Yeah,
That doesn't make you an
individuality.
artist.
It's cool. Like I wouldn't. I mean, it's cool. I wouldn't want to see like a boring, like mundane artist.
so what do you
like,
think? What's your take on Kanye West? To me, I think he's like one of the greatest artists, pretty general.
I think he was.
I think
That's what
he
I
is.
still think he is.
I think he
I think he
is.
still is. Like
He's
still
still
the,
intelligent.
But you
It's
gotta-
just
He's going through a lot, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's what
I think what's going
interfering
on
too
is
much
with
with his artistic.
His relevancy through the Kardashians versus his artistic background in the clothing, the fashion, plus his music is producing,
yeah.
plus Hollywood. Hollywood, they do whatever. Hollywood is like another form of government. What you don't know, they won't tell you what's going on. You got to
Right.
be in it to know what's going on.
But honestly, I feel like once he did that whole thing with Kim and did that whole thing, I figured that was like the beginning and the end because that was going to change the narrative of
Right.
what he's
Of
known
Kanye,
for.
yeah.
Instead of being Kanye, who made
And that's
college
what it
dropout
is.
graduation. Now it's Kanye, Kim Kardashian's husband,
It
and
is.
how that's
Yeah.
affecting his life in Hollywood. Like I ain't
You won't even see him no more now.
none,
When
especially not on no music scene.
they have him in
Mindful.
paparazzi pictures, and he looks crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he's going through some shit.
Now, granted, they say he was dealing with like depression because like his mother and all that other stuff passing away, which I can understand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like it's not just that. I don't think. I think it's just
I
that
think-
whole.
I think like my perspective on Kanye, right, is what he's trying to do. For instance, like Black Power, breaking down barriers because of the fashion world. There's no black
Yeah.
billionaire out there or designer, and Kanye West is trying to be one of the first to open the doors for the rest of the other black designers.
This is
for
true,
everyone.
but I've looked at the stuff Kanye has designed, and I'm like,
Yeah,
nah.
that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, it's because to me, I think the simple designs are the most valuable when it comes to art, because you think of like Moschino.
Uh-huh.
You ever seen that? Where I forgot the name of the designer. He takes like Disney characters, or like he takes like a Windex bottle and slaps his Moschino logo on there, and it's like a cologne, but it's a Windex bottle. But he put his brand on the Windex bottle, and he's selling it for like $200 in cologne.
But see,
but it's the simple
But that's
ideas
unique.
that he
That's
has.
yeah. That's
But that's a
unique
fragrance
kind of
though,
like
right?
That's
idea
a
to
fragrance. But his clothes is the same way. You see like the pop art where you got like the Marilyn Monroe of like Andy Warhol.
me. Yeah, it was like Andy Warhol. He got an
Yeah.
Andy Warhol type feel, don't he?
Yeah, so he
So-
takes those pop art graphics and slap them on his.
But
see, I
Kanye
feel like
not
that's
doing
di-
that.
Yeah, I feel
like,
like that's different.
But what is Kanye? Who is doing what Kanye is
I feel
doing?
like Kanye is taking some shirts,
putting
running
some
over
holes in
running
them.
over him in his car, and then selling them joints online for $300
But if you
$400.
think about it, who was doing that before Kanye did it?
Nobody, because nobody should have been doing it.
Exactly.
But no, like I mean, it's different. I'll say it's
You know
different,
what I
but with
mean?
the holes and it just looked beat up, and I'm just like, why would I want to spend that much
Yeah,
money on
to
something
look
like that?
like
Looks
you
like it's ready to
homeless.
fall
Yeah.
apart if I wash it once.
That's true.
Like
How
you
do
wash
wa-
it.
That is one.
But
how
it's
do you
just
watch
something.
that? Like,
It's just something that no
I
one
wanted to do, is
did.
it good
That
when you
he
wash it?
created that everyone's following that trend. And
It
it's
is. I like.
It's easy. It's so simplistic.
If it
Everyone
wasn't
can do it.
Kanye,
Yeah.
you
You know
think
what I
people would be
mean?
following it?
What's up?
If it
I don't
wasn't-
think
if it
so.
wasn't Kanye, you think another artist could make that same stuff and
No.
people would
But
be
even-
the same hype?
No,
It's-
but even
it's
with Kanye
branding.
doing it, I don't feel like people.
It'd be
following
a
him.
French designer could do the same thing that Kanye's doing and probably become rich.
Probably.
Right.
I can believe
Right.
that. Yeah.
I agree with
So
that.
Kanye do have a point.
No,
But I
he
wouldn't buy. I don't
Yeah,
care who
he
made it. I
definitely
wouldn't
does
buy
have
it.
a point.
He
Yeah,
definitely has
yeah.
a point.
He definitely
But
have
it's
a
the
point.
same instance with his shoes too.
I like the first Yeezys. I ain't like
The
the
Nikes
ones.
are better than Adidas.
I ain't like the ones he came out with under
The
Adidas.
Nikes
Them
with
joints look
the-
like Roshis to me.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
they said they boosted the one of the other Adidas sales because they look just like them, but they're just not
Right.
easy, so they're cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I like the Nike.
They cheaper. I thought they was because I was seeing them. just
But if it
like
wasn't for
$200.
Kanye, Adidas wouldn't be what it is now. If you think about it.
a little
Nah,
bit.
Adidas?
I mean, Adidas still Adidas, but he
Yeah.
helped out like.
But he helped out
it's hot
tremendously.
more.
No, damn. Adidas has
I don't
always
think I bought
been.
one pair of any kind of Adidas.
I think he helped out tremendously just with
Adidas-
his shoes alone.
No, Adidas has always been a brand for hip hop. Think
Right,
about
that's true.
it's been a brand for
DMC,
hip hop.
yeah.
Run DMC. You always got people that's in the little Adidas suits. Like
Right.
Yeah,
Adidas
even if
is
you wasn't buying the
yeah.
shoes, you got the
But I
track
mean,
jackets.
Kanye
and stuff.
did bring a lot of people with Adidas.
Yeah, he
but
did.
He made it relevant again.
Yeah,
But no, I'm not-
maybe
I'm not gonna say
really-
relevant.
like
I'm
making
not-
it
I'm not
irrelevant
saying,
again.
yeah,
Yeah,
He gave it
In
a
a
new,
different style.
a new segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like if anything, you can say like some of the other artists revived Puma before Kanye
Yeah.
did anything
Meek
for
Mill
Adidas.
revived Puma.
So Meek Mill
Like,
revived
Meek
Puma. I was
Mill
wearing
his single-handedly
I was
cheap
wearing
rock.
Puma in 9th grade, and I was always getting teased
Yeah.
about wearing the same exact Pumas he have out now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But
everything,
that
everything
don't
in
make
fashion
sense.
goes
It
in
takes
cycles.
for a person to be
I
of
seen
this
people wearing
celebrity
Fila.
So is
style
Reebok.
for it to make
Yeah.
it, you know,
Yeah, same
right
for
for everyone
Reebok,
to wear.
Mhm. I mean,
Yeah, that
fashion
too.
always goes in cycles. So
we're
it's
gonna
like,
come up with the Skechers.
nah, they never had a.
I said, who's gonna help revive them?
That's like saying who can break Dr. Scholl's into the.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Somebody
a,
gotta revive them.
nah,
You know.
I don't think they was ever alive to be revived.
I had a pair of Skechers. I mean, but I was like,
I had a pair of Skechers in
I had a
middle
little
school,
joint with the wheels
but that
on
was
the
because my
bottom.
mom.
I always
was
wanted a
getting
pair.
it.
I ain't gonna lie, I always wanted a
My
pair.
mom.
What they call the
Every
Heelys?
day to work, so
Yeah, I mean, but I feel
Oh,
like
you got- yeah.
yeah. So I'm selling
But
all
you
my
ain't ready to go
Jordans.
to club.
My
with
most
them
comfortable
joints on.
pair of shoes are my cheapest, which is my shoes that I got from Walmart for $14.99.
But you're not gonna go to the club. with them
But I
shoes
bought
on.
a pair of $200 foam posits,
And
$600
them
pair
joints
of Balenciagas, and they hurt my feet. My cheapest
Jordans be
is
hurting.
my most comfortable.
Yeah, I don't really.
So
Yo, by the
Right,
end of
though.
the night,
I'm not knocking any of the,
Yeah.
the higher brands, but my most
My Roche
comfortable
ones
is
probably
my
my
cheapest.
most comfortable. When I
You said
work
the
out,
Roches?
yeah, the Roche, yeah.
I
I
got
work-
a
I
pair.
work out,
They sometimes they feel a little stressful, but I know what you're talking about with the foams though. Like them joints, $250 now. I can't even wear my
$250
foams for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on which ones it is.
Right.
I can't even wear them joints for more than maybe 2 hours before my foot start to hurt.
Yo,
That's the
I be wearing
thing.
my I
That's
feel like it's
terrible.
closing on my foot.
Yeah, like on the sides, like it feel like
Alright, so I ain't
But-
gonna lie. I thought I was having like
So
a
what do you
condition.
think-
I
what do
thought
you-
I had a problem with my feet because All right, so as long as I know it's not me, because them phone,
Nah.
every time I wear
No,
my Coppers,
everybody. I hear a lot of
my
people complain
joints be
about
hurt.
it.
I
Yeah,
just-
you only
you
get
just
you
don't
only
get
get like an
people.
hour and a half in a pair of phones before it starts to
So
hurt.
I hoop them. Man,
Oh no,
my
I would
joint
never
be
hoop in a pair of
crazy.
phones. Matter of fact, I remember
That's the thing.
That's
The
the thing I
basketball
know. I hooped in
shoes.
my Space Jams last week. My feet was killing me.
Nah,
That's
it was
terrible.
who was it that hooped in the finals? I think it was he played for the Wizards. He had on a pair of phones,
Yeah, I
and I'm
think-
looking like I don't know how you doing it, yo, because he
Yeah,
played
I
the whole
remember
He
game.
probably had a couple.
It was,
Yeah, the
um,
sponsor.
That's like 2 years ago.
No, it was this year.
Yeah, the
For
sponsor.
Wizards, they was
Quarters.
playing the Celtics,
Damn.
and I'm just like, yo, he gotta be in pain right now. Like I would fake an injury just to take them joints up.
Man, they heavy as
I
hell.
won't blame you on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, you don't get no type of speed in them. Like they feel like boots sometimes.
Yeah,
yo.
they do.
Yeah. But
They nice shoes, but you know,
yeah, I feel what you're saying though. Like I never understood why some people feel like the amount of money that you pay for something makes it more valuable than what it really is. Because like a price point doesn't determine quality.
right. So I think, in that case, going back to Kanye West's point, to where he's trying to be that billionaire fashion designer and bring the prices down for middle class people, like everyone sitting at this table, for us to buy if you're interested in his clothes, because it's ridiculous how he has a shirt full of holes that looks like a homeless person can wear it or has been wearing it, and it's selling for $2,000.
He's not deciding the prices, right?
Right, he's not deciding those prices. He wants to be.
He
the
wants it to,
guy
I think he wants them to be low,
yeah.
but it's the company that's like, yeah.
Well, who was he
Right.
making his clothes through? That's Adidas too.
I don't
No, it's
think-
not. It's not Adidas.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not
Oh, okay.
Adidas. So he's trying to brand his own design. So the designers that he has, I don't know who is allowing him to come up with those prices, or who was making those prices, like him designing his first pair of Yeezys through Nike.
See, I feel like the shoes is one thing. Like cause shoe manufacturing is a pretty closed market. You can't really do too much with making shoes. But as far as making clothes, like literally Kanye can make his own clothes out of his
Put it
own
at
house
his
at his
own
own
price.
time and sell them for however much. You don't need a
Right.
manufacturer to determine the price point for him. Especially the way it looks. Like just buy some sweatshirts, ball them joints up, run them over in your
But
car,
the thing is,
and
he
put them
don't
on your
have-
website.
He needs the money to generate, I wouldn't say millions of these
Profit.
clothes, thousands of these clothes.
Yeah.
These China sweatshops.
Get a bigger truck.
People don't be wanting
That's the
I
thing.
Run over
think he
some
needs to
more
choose
shirts.
different companies to partner with.
Yeah.
But it's
Because-
hard because those companies that he's probably trying to use, that
Trying to control them.
the majority of the people use, billionaires, which is to me the Illuminati because they control the world, right?
in my
They're
opinion,
pushing
though,
him away.
I
It's
feel
like,
like-
you being black trying to go in an all-white private school that they don't allow colored or black people to go to.
But in
You're
all
trying
of
to
these
keep
different
constant going,
countries
they're
where
gonna
they
keep
do
pushing
all this
back.
manufacturing and all these things like that, I feel like Kanye has first of all, he has the money to travel, and he also has the clout as Kanye to walk into a manufacturing shop and be like, look, I want y'all to make these for me. I feel like he shouldn't have to go through no, billionaire manufacturer that's going to try to control what he does. Because I feel like he has enough of that clout to do it on his own. All you gotta do is just go somewhere overseas somewhere and find somewhere that'll manufacture them and be like, I want y'all to make this to look like this.
But
Right.
he knows this, but he still wants to do it a different way because other artists like Jay-Z and P. Diddy and all of them then did clothing lines and it hasn't been successful.
Right.
Like think
This
about
is his passion.
Yeah. Like
Think about Jay-Z and the P. Diddy and the Dre.
yeah.
Right? They are the CEOs of what they're doing for their billion-dollar businesses right now, right? So they control their money. Kanye West doesn't control his money. He controls his designs, his ideas, but he don't control the financial part of it because they want a piece of his pie.
Who's
They're not
they,
going to
though?
allow him.
Like, is
The
it-
rest of the billionaires are not going to allow Kanye West to be rich because they don't want to give. They may know certain avenues for him to, I guess, manufacture his clothing and I guess to promote his clothing or his brand as far as like selling it as like $2,000 or $1,000 and pushing it to like LA and all the Neiman Marcus and your what's that place in it? Lennox Markets or Lennox Mall. You know what I mean? All those top dollar brands. They know how to get to those people, right?
Okay.
And all the people in London, Paris, and European countries and whatnot.
But I just
they're
feel like,
selling
why
this.
wouldn't Kanye have the clout to be able to do that himself, though? Because these
Probably
people
not
that you
trying to
mentioned,
put
You got to
Yeah.
build a team.
right? But these people that you mentioned,
He's
I don't even
arrogant.
know who are. Like, I don't even know who they are.
Right.
So they might have the connection, but everybody knows who Kanye is. So I feel like Kanye could walk into a Neiman Market office and be like, "Look, put this in your store."
But he can't because
It might not be that easy.
Because who he is. It's
Right.
Kanye.
Yeah, you're right.
Like he can't. He's been known for his mouth.
True.
So it's just like
Right,
him
yeah.
walking in somewhere. It's just like, oh, this nigga think he can walk in here and do anything that he want, and just because of that, they're gonna not.
Me personally, that would be the route I would take because yes,
Right.
I am that nigga, and I can do that because I am Kanye. So,
So
it's
that's
like,
why he's one of the most successful artists in the hip hop industry. I would say music industry.
In the,
period.
yeah, in the music industry.
Right.
But when he's going into fashion, it's a whole nother way you
Yeah, it's
do
a different
things.
ball game. There's a lot of you got to keep your mouth shut and stay behind closed doors for a
That's
while.
what we can't do.
But he's not that type of person.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he's not looking out for himself. He's trying to help the black people in that community out. But he's trying to get them to understand it's not all about the money. You got to know the people first, the network, in order to get where you want to be, and open up those doors for yourself plus other people that's behind you, trying to support you.
I don't know. That whole
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I guess. Me personally, I don't know. Like I couldn't let somebody tell me that I have to do something in a way that I don't want to do it.
But you got a clothing line and you do your own thing. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between
That's
you
what
and
I'm saying.
Kanye.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I couldn't have somebody be like, "Yo, this is what you have to do," and you have no other option because I always have another option.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what he has to
Yeah.
deal with, but I just couldn't do it. But I mean, his overarching goal must be higher than mine because I'm not sitting at no table with no white people to tell me what I got to do and what I
Right.
can and can't
So that's
do.
probably the big
and
difference
control
right there.
whatever it is that I want to do. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, before I do all that, I'm gonna do it my own way, and if it don't work, it don't work. But you know, hey,
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. It's your career path and what you have a passion for.
true.
You know,
All of
because
that's driving him crazy, definitely.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah. I feel like he's not the same.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
But
Even him going on.
he can stop whatever he's doing and go back to music and make 1,000 tracks if he wants.
I don't think he
1,000
could.
hits.
Yeah,
You don't
'cause
think
his
so?
past-
He don't have
Nah.
to do it. He can produce the music.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
he
as a
could- yeah,
producer,
he
yeah,
could
he
produce
always
it.
can do
He
it.
can
Produce,
produce it
producer,
if he
yeah.
wants.
He's working
It's like
on
DJ
album right now,
Khaled.
I heard.
He
He
is.
can make those
They
hits.
say he's
Okay.
up in the mountains somewhere working on the album, but he got like design. He got everybody like good music all in the studio.
Yeah.
No, that's
Right.
good.
Nah, I ain't know that, but
Man,
you
but
know, I seen an interview with 2 Chainz. He said he was chilling with Kanye recently. He said Kanye was doing good, but I don't know.
there's only I guess so much that people know about him.
Right,
What we even say, people not gonna talk about kind of like, you're not gonna say, oh yeah, he's doing bad right now. Or,
right, yeah,
or
yeah,
he's
true,
struggling.
true.
Because he checked himself out. Kanye went to say he was going to the hospital, and that's the last thing we really even heard from him.
Yeah, they
That was before the
they
Donald
say he
Trump
been in
thing,
the
right?
mountains, and no, that was after, I think.
It was. Oh,
Yeah,
all
it
right.
was, remember when he cut his toe off?
He cut his toe off.
His tour.
Oh,
I was like,
Well, he was
I
in
was
New
gonna
York.
say, whoa.
When his wife got robbed and
Oh, yeah.
He
Oh,
cut-
yeah,
he,
yeah.
he stopped like the last few.
Yeah,
stopped
yeah,
the
I
tour.
remember.
Well, like,
He
that
was
was
supposed
that.
to
he
go.
did.
But he
stopped
ready.
the
He ready to go
tour.
back on tour. Like he's
Oh, all right.
gonna have a tour.
He stopped the tour, and then he went into the hospital for mental illness or
Yeah.
whatever.
They said since he been out
Yeah.
out somewhere
Cool.
ducked off making his album. Because remember he was like in Paris or somewhere. He ducked off to make one of his albums. Like he said, Kanye just be going.
What was his last album? Was it Yeezus?
No,
No.
he got
Oh yeah, the
like
Pablo.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
Pablo.
I never really. I don't think I listened to that yet.
Yeah.
I heard it was good though.
it's better
it is
than
good.
Yeezus.
It's
I actually
it is
like
better than
Yeezus, though.
Yeezus.
Yeah.
The only good song he uses is
Blood on Leaves.
Blood on Leaves.
Yeah.
I actually like
I
a
think-
lot of these. I didn't like it at first. It took a minute for me to actually understand it, but I actually like it.
I think he's one of the artists with every stage in his life. His music went with like it was
Right.
concurrent with what was going on in his life. You know what I mean? From like his college dropout to the graduation and how he progressed through the music industry and how he's going. Like that.
Especially the
That whole
808s,
Yeezus album was like when his mom died, like
That
going
was-
through depression
That was
and
the 808s
everything.
though. The 808s.
Yeah, 808s
was
and Heartbreak.
when
808s
Love
was
passed
his
away.
Oh,
mama
okay.
passed.
When
Golly.
that
Yeah,
was-
that was
You
right. That
is
was-
late. You is late.
It was like
Oh.
middle school.
I think 808s and Heartbreaks is
Yeah.
when his mother died and when I think he broke up with Amber Rose.
Yeah.
That was-
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going through a lot.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Hold on, he messed with Amber Rose back. I
Yeah,
thought
I
it
take
was his
that back.
fiance. It wasn't Amber Rose. He had another fiance. Cause
Really?
he just went. I could have sworn 808 Heartbreak was.
What was
years-
Amber-
No, that
808s
was
and
Amber Rose. 'Cause He
Heartbreak.
had a song about her on there.
No,
Not about her, but it was.
On 808, y'all could have sworn 808s.
What was
like,
my dog Twisted? Who was he with? Was he with her then?
No,
Was
yo,
my dog
808
Twisted
I was
Fan,
in-
whatever
I was
that
in-
album
I was
called.
in 11th or
Yeah,
12th
Mark
grade.
Twain.
when
No,
my
you might be right.
Fantasy
You might
Fantasy.
Twisted Fantasy.
But
Might
808's Heartbreak was like
Somebody else.
2009, 2010. Amber Rose wasn't
Yeah.
any famous then.
Yeah,
like
that's
Amber
true.
Rose,
I think it
just-
That was
808s.
2000.
But he was
11.
engaged though. He had another. It was she wasn't in the media like no famous.
Right,
person,
right,
but he was
right.
really engaged, and that's who he broke up with. And then his mother passed away.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the 808s and shit. That's when he came up with that.
Yeah, but I mean, like he said, like how you said, with every stage of his life, his albums and his music kind of follows. I feel like Jay-Z's is kind of like that too. With because the album he just released is like real. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it's like real up to date with like the stuff that was going on, what he was dealing with,
his mess up,
and
his
his
kids,
in terms of like, and then also just trying to educate, I guess his listeners on how he feels as though you can accumulate your own wealth, and just.
Did y'all see what I know 50 Cent a troll, but did y'all see what 50 Cent said?
Something about elevator music.
He says golf course music.
Oh, golf course.
I feel like 50 smart enough that he understands what he talking about.
Yeah, he know he's
He's just a troll. Like,
he's just like messing with people.
Yeah, I think people took too much into that.
Yeah, nah, it ain't nothing because I mean Jay-Z gonna one line him again, and then it's gonna be the end of that. Like,
but I just think 50 Cent smart enough, but he understands everything. Like,
he just did that.
He does the same stuff that Jay-Z.
I mean, you gotta stay relevant.
I think that's what he's doing.
Power,
I think he just doing. Yeah, he
You have
just.
to stay
It's
relevant.
like he talking on the whole Floyd and McGregor fight.
Oh, he did.
Well,
He was at one of the press
No,
conferences.
McGregor, you ain't see when he was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't know if he was there. Now, if 50 was there,
No, he wasn't there. That's the thing. You seen that? McGregor was like, 50 Cent, you're a bitch.
Yeah,
So 50 was on Instagram like, yo, you fighting Floyd, you're not fighting me. Like, why did you bring my name up?
right.
Yeah, McGregor geeking.
Yeah, that whole joint's gonna be crazy too.
Y'all gonna watch the fight?
I think so.
I'm
I'm
never
debating on
going
if
to.
I want to do an event for that or not. For the Floyd fight.
Cool.
Be cool. Like a little BDN event for the Floyd fight. I might do that.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I think so.
I think I might do
I
that.
want to see the fight.
I want to see it, but I
I
just
just want to
like
see. I want to see McGregor get his ass beat. Like,
Yeah, like, McGregor-
I just
Nah,
heard there's
man,
100 million on the line.
for real.
Yeah,
You talking about in a contract?
yeah.
Oh
For this
yeah.
fight.
I think Floyd getting
I think
three,
Dana White had to put up.
300.
They said he
300
had
million.
He'll always get more.
and then
I mean,
Conor McGregor getting like one.
Yeah.
Because
I think that's
Floyd,
what I think
he
Dana
the
White
money.
got Conor McGregor to put up.
McGregor
100
ain't never
million.
gonna see that type of money without
Nah,
Floyd.
not
So
in
of
the
course,
UFC, nah.
Floyd always get more money because nobody gonna see that money without Floyd. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he do his own promotion and all. Like Floyd.
That's what the whole thing is now. Why they doing all this press on the fight? The fight probably not gonna be anything.
But they tried to say that like
they need the money
McGregor's been
from
talking
the
too
viewers.
much shit.
they tried to say a lot of the stuff Conor McGregor said was like racially charged and all
I
that
mean, because he's
stuff.
telling them to dance, boy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
see that.
Even
See,
after
it
the-
starts going out of line. When people start, it's like your own, like you're talking about your personal preference on like gays and stuff like that. The whole LGBT community and whatnot. People got their personal preferences, but this generation now is like everyone's so soft and like every single thing that you talk
They
about.
sensitive to
It's
opinion.
like,
It's
Like,
an opinion. Everybody
yeah.
should have their own opinion about
You're right.
something.
You don't think
Right.
certain words and certain.
I do feel like it's certain
and
words
stuff
that
it's
but
no
because-
really being sensitive. Like,
because Conor McGregor's from Ireland,
that's the only thing.
I feel like he probably knows, but he probably
definitely
ain't.
knows. It was backlash for it, and then the next day,
Yeah, he
did the same
basically-
thing.
yeah,
So he
yeah.
knows.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
okay.
you're right. Yeah, I just. Yeah,
But there was a
Conor
video
McGregor
of him. He was
wild.
fighting somebody from like another race or another, and he was just talking shit about their race too. So he
Oh, for real?
I feel like he
Oh,
just
alright.
does that just to get
Yeah,
publicity.
he
All
doing
right,
it for
well,
good.
then.
He doing it.
I just
That's
wanna
why I hope
get
he
that- I
leaves,
still want
like,
to get his ass beat. He was
Like I don't usually root against Floyd, but this time I'm really rooting for Floyd
Yeah,
because
exactly.
like before I knew like people would root against him. I'm like, he's not
I've
gonna
always
lose.
loved Floyd, but
Yeah, I like Floyd,
I'm
but
not
it's like
that big of a fan of boxing. I just like Floyd, but this is the first time I want Floyd to
I ain't
win.
even gonna lie though. Floyd's fights do be kind of boring.
I mean,
but-
because
I mean, that's
what
yeah,
his
boxing.
game. though.
Yeah. They be kind of boring to watch,
Yeah.
but I can't disrespect the actual style of boxing or whatever that it is. 'Cause
Right.
like
It's a
he-
point game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he been
It's a
fighting.
point
He been
game.
fighting all
He
for like
don't get
21 years,
Yeah.
and you ain't gotta worry about Floyd having no mental issues and nothing like that when
He's
you're
been
tight.
hit. He's been hit like 10
Like they
times.
say, Muhammad Ali is the greatest. I'm not trying to debate any of that,
He
but
took some
look at what happened to him.
blows. He's-
So it's like Floyd ain't gonna have to worry about that. Floyd probably only got hit a couple hundred
Yeah.
times in his career for
If
real.
that.
So it's like, yeah.
Literally.
So like, nah, like,
McGregor probably don't get a good solid punch in.
right? They be boring to watch, but he get his money from him, and he basically make the other person look stupid for 12
Right.
rounds. So I mean, it is what it is.
I'm just here for the videos on Facebook afterwards.
Oh yeah.
like,
I just want to see the memes.
like that Ronda
Ronda
versus.
Rousey.
yeah.
That was a
I think she retired. She retired, didn't she?
I don't think so.
I thought
she's still retired.
She
I
probably.
thought she had one more fight coming up.
Cause she about to do a TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
About what?
I
She
think
was
it's like
undefeated. The one she undefeated before that. How you
Yeah,
lose?
she was.
she was undefeated for her last
But
two
how
fights.
you just? Oh, she lost twice.
She lost to the girl that took the belt, and
Yeah,
then she
that-
lost to the other girl after that.
Oh, yes, yeah, she might as well
Yeah,
just.
she's done.
Yeah.
She had a good run, so she's done.
Yeah.
She was talking.
People
she
have
was too
aspiration
cocky.
dates, so
That's
she
why I don't
was.
fuck with cockiness.
Yeah, she
And she was talking so much shit before that first fight.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got knocked
Shorty
out.
went out there and texted her, and then the other
She
girl
did
came
talk
out.
a lot of shit.
That's- I don't like cockiness. Like
Yeah.
I don't. For some reason, I like Floyd though. Like Floyd,
He's
that's what
cocky.
he did.
Floyd don't even really be cocky like that no more. He only doing like that because of Conor McGregor. Because
Right,
his
yeah.
last couple fights, he was kind of humble. He was just like, you know, just trying to put on a good show for the fans for real. And then Conor McGregor came out. So now he
Right,
doing
he
I feel like
Right.
Floyd was being cocky because he got the shit to back it up.
Mhm.
With 50-something no.
Yeah, you can be cocky at 49 and 0 because
Yeah.
like,
All them knockouts.
yeah, like
That's a lot.
No knockouts. Sorry,
You said what?
no knockouts.
he got knockouts.
You crazy.
Really?
Yeah, he got like
Right.
he don't have a lot of them,
He
but
has
he got
a-
like
he has-
I think at least half his fights was knockout. If not a knockout, a TKO.
He did. You ain't never get Floyd definitely.
Matter of
got-
fact,
he
the-
like
the-
50-something old. Like 40.
No, he's 49. This would be his 50th fight.
Oh, it would be 50. Yeah.
The one
definitely
fight,
got
the one I
that.
mean, even though people try to discredit it, but the one fight where Yo headbutt him, and then
Oh, yeah.
he kept trying to hug him, and Floyd knocked him out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
Floyd
they tried to
got-
discredit it because they said he
got a
wasn't
few
ready,
knockouts.
but at the same time, the bell rung. The
That's
referee
true.
brought him in. What you trying to do all this extra hugging for? It ain't nothing
Your
to hug
hands
about.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you knocked him clean out. But
You gotta stay ready.
what else happened? We got Conor McGregor taking the L.
Meek Mill
Meek
taking
Mill
the-
about to take another L.
That boy can keep on. You know, I mean, as long as his
Meek
checks
Mill need
keep
to just
on
give
there.
up.
Yeah.
As long as
Give
his
up.
checks keep
And
on there.
and what makes me so upset is I like Meek's music. I just don't like him.
I
Like,
like him,
But
though.
certain,
I
certain
like
people
Meek
just
Mill.
need to
Like, I
stay
fuck
off
with
social
like
media.
person, like I don't like his
Yeah,
personality.
he's one of them.
He's a social media puppet. It just keep getting tossed around every which way he trying
Yeah.
to make his comeback and just keep getting.
I just feel like there's nothing
Something
Meek Mill
on him.
can do on social media that's gonna help his career.
He just need to promote his music.
Yeah,
That's it.
just do your music. Cause I've never heard nobody say Meek is weak, like he can't rap or anything like. Cause Meek
Yeah, all the
can rap.
clownness is from.
It's from his social media, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo,
But I
just
want to say he's total like his social media totally bad because people definitely fuck with like his social media be lit like, and he talking about he just do that to motivate the, like people like young people. And that's why he be flashing his money and stuff.
Yo, stop. Like, what? No, yo. That's not doing nothing, but he just being
Well, if he's
stupid.
flashing money, yeah, do that, but don't start going against other rappers and they start clowning you and you trying to clown them back and you just.
And then,
Yeah, I
you
don't
know what,
think he
did the worst of it.
what he
It's
does?
just-
He try to go to people that he think that he has a
can
one up
beat,
over.
he can bully,
Like,
yeah.
he
That's
think
what
he
he
can
was
win.
Drake. He thought he had one
He
up on
thought he
Drake.
had one
I
up
don't know
on
why.
Drake.
Yeah.
He do it with whoever he thinks he has a one up over. And that's sad that as a fan,
Like
we
picking
see
your
that.
fights.
Like, you know, like we
Right,
see
yeah.
that. We know who he shouldn't mess with.
right.
But like he don't.
It's, he just need, some people just need to pay attention to what they have going on and stop worrying about what people are talking about.
But it's crazy.
A
He'll
lot
make
of
a
it's
post saying
irrelevant
that
to
same
him.
thing, but then the next day,
Yeah,
he
like
the
I
other
just
stuff that he does.
don't.
I mean, it's all in fun and games, but if it's stopping his checks and stuff, then that's a different story.
Which
But
I
if
don't think
I,
it is.
that's- I
in the
think-
long
it
run.
is.
I think I don't think he really cares. Like,
Right,
he-
yeah, that's the
like,
thing.
I don't like everybody
If it's
said
to
what
the
he's
point where he
saying.
don't
I
really
really
give a
don't
shit,
think
then
he
that's fine.
cares. Like, he's good. Like with money, why he's still getting shit. His music, I personally, his Dream Chasers 4 was excellent.
I like his music.
I think Wins and Losses is gonna be real good. I think he came back with his music.
He
He
always
wasn't
got
one of
good
those
music.
guys.
It just makes like me personally. If I feel like I don't like an artist, it makes me a
Right,
little
right.
less likely to want to listen
No,
to that
definitely,
music.
100%.
Like if I don't like them personally, I'm just like I don't really care what
It's
you made.
100%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't listen to him because I don't like who he is.
For
Like,
real?
I met Meek Mill in real life, and I don't like who he is. And I think from that moment that I met
He used to
him,
shit talk Baltimore like crazy.
he did.
For real?
He
I
Back
ain't
in
know
the
did.
day. Back in
That's
the
probably
day.
why he
He
came
always
at Just
He used to be
Hilarious.
down here all the
He
time.
signed Chino.
When he
He
used to ride
signed
the dirt
School,
bikes
so
and all
I
that
feel like he
stuff.
fuck with Baltimore because
Yeah.
he got two
He-
Baltimore people on his label.
He fuck with the people that's close to. He's from Philly, and Philly people are similar to Baltimore.
yeah,
It's
So,
crazy
So
close.
like they
Yeah.
similar to Baltimore. So he fuck with somebody who's similar to him. That's honestly what
Right.
it is. Whoever's similar to what he represent, he gonna support or whatever. But I don't know what's going on with him and Jess Hilarious and what made him think that he could come for her.
What? Did he came for her first? Like, I don't know how.
I feel like he did.
He
I
came
think
for
her
first.
video was a response.
Her video was
Yeah,
a
I
response.
seen that.
But her
he
video
was in
was
the
a response.
comments. Yeah, he was in the comments. He commented on one of her videos, basically saying this girl with this lace front, she got
Yeah,
this,
saying
you know,
like,
like
she look like niggas ran through her.
Yeah.
Block and all
Yeah, I
that.
seen
See, it was a picture or something about China and Rob, and he was laughing at it or whatever. she commented, "Fuck is you laughing at?" That's
Yeah, I
when
think
he
that's
came
what-
back
yeah.
with the weave.
Okay, so she went at him
so I
first.
think
She
she
went
initially
at
like
him
started
about-
it.
Oh, okay.
So
was
she
that-
initiated
I
it.
wonder, was that a real picture?
She didn't
Like,
even
I mean,
say anything. She just said, "Fuck you laughing."
Right.
like,
I
but
just want to know,
that's it.
was that was a real picture, right? Obviously, that she was cracking on me.
Yeah.
Like, why? I never seen him post that. Like, he was geeky.
I never
Where did
seen
she get that picture?
I
Yeah,
never
where
seen
did that
that
picture
shit.
come
was
from?
geeky
But I believe it was
out.
real.
It look real. I'm pretty sure it's real.
He can
But-
just Google it.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm like,
Yeah, but
she,
nah.
she dug for that. Like, she
She
Yeah,
Googled
she
me,
made
did.
sure.
found the worst picture, and then was just like, "I'm
Probably
gonna
caught
go."
out her wild.
I don't even care how long ago that was. He should have never had.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought it was fake.
It
I'm
don't
like,
matter when it was.
When did you do that?
Man,
Like,
I mean, you think about the way Meek Mill dressed and thinking about the way Russell Westbrook dressed is no different
Well,
from what he had on.
I feel like it is
He don't-
different because
Russell
Russell
dressed like
Westbrook
that.
is a
He had on
basketball
some-
player.
No,
He'll
I'm
be
saying-
trying to talk
but I'm
about
saying
some,
Meek
you
don't
know,
usually-
some
Yeah,
thorough.
gangster rap
Yeah,
type
so
thing.
it's like,
Meek don't usually dress like Russell. Like, Russell is.
But what Meek had on looked
Yeah,
like
that-
a
It
looked
Russell.
like
But he
something
doesn't
Russell
usually.
Westbrook
That's why I'm
would have.
surprised. He
Looked like he
doesn't-
went in his closet and
But that's what I'm saying.
with
He
those
doesn't
jeans.
usually do that. Yeah, he look like Cam Newton wear that. He look like
Right, yeah.
all them athletes.
I just feel
wear
like
that.
what they do professionally makes the difference. And
Yeah, you can't rap.
Russell Westbrook just plays basketball.
The thing
As
with
far as
Uzi
you
and all
know.
them, like, I don't see how you rap and all that.
Yeah.
Dressing like that.
Nah, I ain't with none of that. But whatever she found it from, she found a good one because she was
Yeah.
burning.
She did burn them up and it's still going too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's funny.
but what? I don't know. I just don't know. He probably wanted to come at her because he probably was just like, "Oh, you know, she getting a little big headed now. She getting famous and whatever. So I'm gonna shut this shit down." Nah,
But
it
she
didn't
be
work.
funny, so I don't
She
know
is
why.
She be
funny.
funny,
I
yeah.
don't know why you chose to go
I don't
at her.
know why Meek
When you
Mill
know
thought he
she-
could try to roast a comedian.
A comedian,
Yeah,
yeah.
the way
like,
she goes at people, like she's
Yeah,
aggressive with her
you know.
stuff. She's not just on some
Right, yeah.
funny. Like she's aggressive when she's going at
Mhm. Nah, he picked the wrong one for that one.
people. Yeah.
And, I mean,
So what-
She ain't never gonna give up. I probably she
Nah,
probably
so
So
be
what are
doing
your,
that forever.
what are
Yeah.
your thoughts on if they was to get rid of all social media and how these people are so
No.
social media famous?
I don't
people
think
would
so.
literally kill themselves.
No, I mean I don't.
Yeah, I think
I
people
think
would
so.
die if
I mean, but I think
Facebook
social
or
media is a
Twitter
good thing
take it
for
away.
promotion.
It's
for
good.
businesses. That's why I
But
went
the
with
the
what
reason
Reddit
I
did.
don't, I think so too. But I'm bitter about that because I feel like most people when they try to promote their business and what they do on social media, it goes a lot more unnoticed than
Oh no,
somebody that's
100%.
posting
But
the
like, imagine if
nonsense.
you didn't have it, you wouldn't even have that platform.
True.
So imagine how hard it was back in the day to start and stuff with no. So imagine right now you just trying to sell and just start get your name out there.
That's
with
true.
no
You would
social
literally have to be
media.
walking around
And
hand in hand.
people
I
don't know
mean,
how to do that.
But I
Like,
feel like that's a lost art now though.
no, 100%. Yeah,
It is.
definitely.
It is.
Because it's like
Yeah.
now everybody's so used to posting something on social media, they don't even, or just dealing with social media or in general, they don't even know how to have a conversation in real life.
Yeah.
Yep.
People
Like-
can make $1 million without leaving their house.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
academics, yeah, I fuck with academics, but
I
yo, I mean,
I don't
I don't know. He's a
He's a character.
he made his
internet
name. See,
type-
I don't know much of it.
like a
I
cyber
watch
type
Everyday
bully
Struggle,
that
so-
would talk all this shit online.
And see, I didn't know that
And-
until Vic Mensa
Mensa.
pressed up on him. So
Yeah.
I listened to one of his videos and I didn't know he was going like Everyday Struggle. He don't go ham like he do on his YouTube channel. I didn't know he talked shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
thought he was just quiet, just be talking facts
Nah,
and shit.
nah.
That would he be talking shit about,
Yeah,
like the way
Right,
he
yeah,
talk.
And
But like he got
I'm not a
famous,
big
he
fan of
got
him.
buzz. I'm not saying he didn't put in the work. He definitely
Yeah.
put in his work, but from staying in his basement, like
Yeah.
from just making online stuff, and now he's
I mean, I respect his
No, I respect-
his,
yeah,
his,
I re-
his grind or whatever. I just don't like his personality. He seemed like one of the type people that say all type of stuff about
that's why
you
Joe
and when you
Budden.
in front
That's
of
why I
him.
like Joe Budden with him because he the one to check me.
'Cause he
Like,
did.
And
Joe
we was
Budden-
talking about that the other week with the whole Migos thing. I feel like that's why he jumped off the stage the way he
He-
did,
right,
because
yeah.
he knew academics don't really feel the way he said, the way he was talking about them. He was like, "Yo, I can't even deal with this. Just get me out of here."
Yeah.
Even though, like you said, it wasn't right, but
It was unprofessional.
Yeah.
It
But
was-
at the
yeah, it
same
was
time, I just
unprofessional.
feel
But like Joe
like
Budden, he's like, I'm working my way. I'm new to the media stuff. I'm working my way.
yeah,
to
he's still
professional.
learning. But I feel like that was more of a reaction, like, "Yo, you ain't even say that 20
He
minutes."
still
ago.
rap. He still
Right.
it's Joe Budden. He's a battle rapper. Like he's a
Yeah.
rapper, so he still has that mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give him a second. To
Yeah,
be a
he got
media
to
person.
adjust. But
He still got some time, I guess.
But I would have reacted. I would have reacted the same way Quavo. As soon as he walked up, I would have stood up. The same thing Quavo did.
yeah, I don't blame them for what they did. I just
He
don't
dropped the
blame
mic.
them.
Book, everybody dropped mic.
I don't blame them for their reaction. I just feel like Joe Budden wasn't so much out of pocket.
I think so. I mean,
he was, but it was
This
just
was
like,
walking out
it's
in the
a
interview.
national interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and you
So-
walking out, that's hella disrespectful. Even though they
It was
disrespected
At the
him,
B,
they
at the
didn't-
BET Awards, yeah.
well, it
yo.
was after party. BT was over. This was
No,
just for
it was on
It's
red.
still
no,
BET.
That was
Still
the red
national.
carpet.
That, yeah, it's still
but it
national.
was only on for
The
their
event is
YouTube
the
channel, right?
BET. You after the BET.
Yeah,
it was
that
for
wasn't
they-
a red carpet.
Nah,
It was
I
complex.
thought that
it was
was-
for they
I think
for
it was
they
after-
complex.
Oh, yeah, I
YouTube
knew that,
channel.
but I'm saying I thought they were on the red carpet. So
I think it was at a party. They wasn't even at the
'cause
award show.
Right.
No, because people was coming. Like
It wasn't at no party.
No,
I
it
thought
was
it
at
was like
the
an
award
after
show.
party or
No, it was
something.
at the award show because during their episode they had different artists walking on. Like that's
Right.
when they had all the different people. So
Oh,
it was
okay.
at the awards. I thought it was before.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You know, it was matter of fact, it was before because he was asking everybody what are you most excited to see.
Oh,
He asked everybody. What's
I ain't
what you
watched the whole
most
thing. I
excited
just
to
watched
see.
the little part with
Like I
the.
said, I watched
That's
it.
the part that went
Yeah.
viral. They went viral, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like I mean, I just like I'm thinking about like, and even them, they look weird.
No,
in
they
the-
look weird. Like
yeah, like the whole. I kept seeing the
like rock
memes with like the
stars.
they was like they showed like Dave Chappelle and them in that
The
Prince.
blouse and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
the
what they look
blouses
like.
and stuff.
Maybe I'm
Because
not on
it's
that
different. I
wave.
think it's because it's different, you know.
Yeah, I don't
because
really-
that's not
You know how
a
people
part of
wear
like the
little
hip hop
chokers
culture.
now,
what
like their
everyone's
chains
used
is
to.
right. Like
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
when people
not
start calling stuff gay, huh?
I think so.
All right, so
me
like her
personally,
chain is like how close their choker chains
No,
were.
there's a
no, they be
there's
having
a
like I be
chokers.
them,
Like,
and I be seeing other rappers with legit chokers
Casanova
on.
got one, even though
Right.
that's my man. Like Casanova, you know who Casanova two
Nah.
times is? He signed with Memphis Bleak. He from New York.
Memphis
But-
Bleak got a label.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
It's
that.
him. You know who Manola Rose is?
I
From
think
New
so.
York. Yeah, they signed him, but he got it 2 times. But it's like right here.
Yeah,
Two
like
times.
I
He-
feel like
he a
dudes,
hood, like, he from
dudes
Brooklyn. He
can't
a
wear
big ass-
chokers. Like there's certain things that just shouldn't happen.
What's wrong with wearing a choker?
As a dude, what
I
do I
know,
want
if a dude was wearing a choker, I wouldn't talk to him.
Exactly.
But like,
But a short chain is different than a
Yeah.
choker. Like a dude can wear something like
But, I
that
mean, some
length.
of them-
Maybe I think maybe it has to be a sequence.
Yeah,
where it's
some
a
of them be
choker
pulling
to
off where it's
3,
a choker
4,
to that.
5,
That's what, yeah.
and
Like
it gets
Migos had it cool. 'cause
the
they
choker
had it like
to
that.
the long
Yeah,
It was a
chain.
couple, but you
Yeah.
just got
But if it's
choker.
just one choker by itself,
yeah.
you might be suspect. I don't know.
I'm not with
Okay,
none of
I'm
that.
just not with
How
none of
big
the
the
new
choker
wave
go.
of anything. Like,
Nah, I'm not. Call me old fashioned, yo. That's just
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
not
am.
even that old. I'm not.
But
Like,
it's-
this is my
it's-
generation. Well, not.
It's
I guess not really.
It's
a-
not
yeah,
our.
not
This
a
is not our
generation.
generation.
No, it's
This
not.
is the generation after us.
They came
Generation.
from
Like,
they came from what is it? Is it 95 and after? was
Yeah,
the, was the
that's
threshold?
it.
Yeah.
I was born '93, so I was like almost at the cutoff.
Yeah, it was like
you
90,
almost made
95 and after. That was the whole. Nah, but I mean, but at the same time, even though I'll say I think chokers on dudes is gay. I mean, I know some people will just go overboard and say certain things that really isn't gay is gay, like brunch and whatever else. Like, I mean, it's food. Like, how is food gay?
I don't know. I guess it's because of the time of day. I don't know. Is that what makes it
It's,
gay? Like,
Am I not supposed to be
I
awake
don't-
that
I don't
early
think-
and eating?
I can't think of one thing to say how it would be gay, like considered gay. Like I can't think of anything.
Nah.
I guess more going to brunch is more of like a female type.
a social
like
activity,
outing.
yeah, social.
I can
I
understand
can
that because
understand that.
every girl I
The
know has
family-
gone to
no,
brunch
yeah,
at some point.
definitely.
I don't know too
I
many
feel like
dudes that
family,
have
like
gone
people
to
do
brunch.
that for Mother's Day. People do that for
Right.
like
Yeah, going to brunch.
Yeah.
I feel like a family
I
outing
think
is
it being
good. Yeah,
more of
family
a feminine type outing or date, with friends.
So
you
you
don't see
want to
you don't see a lot of men doing it. So if it's a lot of gay guys doing
I mean,
it, so
I
then
actually,
they start saying it's,
I used to work in a restaurant. I don't think I've ever seen a group of guys go to brunch.
I'm
Like, I've
saying
seen
that's like
families,
you
I've
wouldn't
seen a
go with
group
your
of
homeboy,
girls.
but hey, yo, let's go out to brunch.
No, I've never seen it.
maybe that's
It was-
why.
That was one thing too.
talking about
That's
the
true.
brunch,
Like,
you
I've
know?
seen a group of girls, or I've seen
Oh.
a family, and the only group of guys was like all gay guys. I've never seen a table of straight guys.
But I seen an
Maybe
article.
because you talking about mimosas and the mixed drinks and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
they probably
So a
be
lot of
going
guys
brunch
like
to,
drinking
like-
like the whiskey.
yeah, but I mean, all
They go to
Liquor.
happy hour.
Happy hour, yeah.
right. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't get to
So,
go. Yeah, we
go
get
to-
happy hour. We don't get brunch. So I guess
a lot of
that's
guys
the-
don't want to go out and get like, a soft drink like a mimosa.
Yeah.
each other. and
You can
stuff.
hit your homeboy like, yo, you
Margarita.
trying to go to happy hour. You can't be like, yo, let's go to brunch. Like that don't even it don't sound right,
That
but
is
it
kinda-
do
so-
sound
So does
weird.
that go back to the article? Like, is that?
Yeah, well, the article was like it was basically posting about like how gay men are. It's a thing that they do, like they go out to brunch or whatever. But it was just like it's not just gay men that's going out to brunch. But is it just gay men that's going to? Because the way y'all
I
saying
mean, but
it,
that's like, with I just don't think a group of guys by themselves gonna go. Like, you gotta go with your. Like, you don't have to. I just see.
It's
like,
more. I think it's more of
family
like
and-
a It's more of like a
Yeah.
traditional thing where you usually see a lot of females doing it. So now guys start doing it. It's different. So now the day and the age and the generation of what's going on with the LGBT community versus the straight community versus discrimination against bias, all women power, and the white supremacy and all that stuff that was going on, and Black Lives Matter and all that. I think everything is different. So when people start doing stuff like going to brunch, you got a group of guys that's going to brunch where you traditionally see a group of females going to lunch or brunch. It's different. So now, what can I say to be biased against guys going to brunch?
They say they gay.
It might be gay because it's more feminine. You know,
Well, even Adam said, you
so-
said it was only groups of gay guys that was coming in there during brunch.
right. I mean, and it's more what you see. So
Yeah, true. It's all
I
a
mean,
matter of perception.
Right.
Would you go to a?
I'm not usually up
to
there
me,
early,
food
but
is
probably
they
not.
got good menu.
No.
I'm saying, but
And
would,
it's something that I like that's on and shit. Yeah, I'll go. You paying? Oh yeah, I'm definitely going in.
But it's another article I seen. It wasn't even about brunch. It was basically saying dudes going out with their homeboys to eat in general with just their homeboys is gay.
I do that all the time.
And I'm just like, that I don't agree with because it's like,
No.
I mean,
saying that they was gay.
Yeah.
Saying that just to go out with your friend.
yeah, like I went out to eat when I was down in Atlanta, and I was a Christian. I was with my home. It was just us two. But is that gay? Like,
Christian been out plenty of times. Like, everybody, like I don't think not one of my friends I've not been out like
right?
dinner with
I
or
feel like there's
eat with.
nothing gay about going out to eat. Like you just eating. Like I mean, it ain't like y'all.
I think the people who are saying this is like extra
insecure.
homophobic. Yeah, like they
They're
insecure.
gay,
They're really gay.
That's
So-
the thing. They be the ones.
Yeah.
They're really
'Cause
gay.
what even makes you think that? Like I've never until today I've never even thought of those thoughts.
I seen
Like,
the
I've never
article
thought
and
of
I
that.
was just like, wait a minute now. I just did this. That's not gay because I'm not gay. Like, what are you talking about? So I was just like,
Right. I don't know. I think it's a generation.
I
He
just
was
think
down
we
in
need to
Atlanta,
just
though,
focus
which is a
on the
whole
things
nother
that is
demographic.
actual gay, like having sex with the same sex is gay, not going around going out to eat. That doesn't
So I
make
mean,
you
what's the
gay.
difference? It's like, yo, let's get some crabs. Me and my man at the table eating crabs. It's
During
that
brunch?
gay? I mean, you can do it during brunch.
y'all having communion together. I guess
You
it's
know what I
gay.
mean? Is that gay? I mean,
I don't think so. But
I don't think it's
because if
gay.
we did it right now. We're not
okay,
gay,
I
so
know
we're
everybody
gay,
around the
but-
table just saw the Tupac movie when Suge Knight, when everybody at the dinner table.
Yeah.
whatever.
I didn't see
That was
That's
gay.
all guys.
Yeah,
Actually,
Yeah, it was
what
all
happens
guys.
when people have business meetings?
What's the
Like,
difference?
when you let's go get a drink or let's go meet here for lunch for a business meeting, talk about money.
And a lot of times that's like a group of dudes having a business
that's
meeting.
most likely
doing
what it
whatever
is.
They go
Whatever
during
it is,
brunch.
yeah.
Look, they go during brunch. So
I
is
don't
it
know-
gay?
I don't know about it.
Nah.
You ain't never seen
Maybe
business
they-
people go out to brunch?
Maybe they go
I
during
see it.
brunch because a lot of guys gonna be there to interrupt what they have going on,
Or they can just meet.
to intervene in that meeting or wanna be nosy with what they got going on. And I don't know.
I don't know that whole.
I don't know. Brunch is too good to be gay.
I mean,
Like it's just too
It's
good.
good to be gay.
Like just and then
just
I just don't
cool.
like the
It's
whole
just
negative
eating, right?
connotation they put on gay. Like it don't have to be negative.
I think the
like
only
that.
reason they doing that is because I think that whole community of like the LGBT are like trying to push. It's like someone trying to force their religion on you.
Yeah.
It's like that is. I mean, let me force my sexual orientation. Like, yo, you might really want to be gay because it's the life right now. This what's going on.
Yeah, I
You
feel
know what I
what
mean?
you're
Like,
saying.
gay is what's you gotta be down with it. Like,
I feel what you're saying. Like, but that's always been my biggest issue with that whole movement because it's like they do a whole well. If you're not completely with whatever it is
You're
that we want to
homophobic.
do and
Yeah,
all of our
then you're-
ideologies, then you're a homophobe or you're all this and you're a hate group.
yeah,
and
you're
all this other
totally
stuff.
against it. Like,
Right, and it's just like, yo, it's not that I'm against. I literally just don't care. But there's certain
Right.
things that I just don't agree with.
Right.
Like,
Right.
there was an article that came out that I seen earlier this week that said it was a transgender. I guess it was a transgender woman, and was basically saying if you're a straight man and you choose not to deal with a transgender woman, then that's some type of like hate crime. Well, not hate crime, but like, you know, some type of discrimination or something. It's like, no, maybe I just want a woman that was born a woman. Like, I mean, I'm not. I don't know. Like, that whole thing is
If a
weird.
white girl come approach you with somebody from a different race and you're racist because you don't want to talk to that person, or you think somebody's ugly and you don't want to talk, like why is it just because they're transgender and you don't want to?
Right,
Like,
like,
I'll be a hate then.
nah,
There's
nah.
other things that go into when you messing with somebody too. Say, what if that man wanted to have children? And he could never have kids with this transgender woman.
exactly.
Like,
Right.
you know, like
I mean,
it's other things that go into it too.
I don't know. My stance on that whole thing is nobody should be mistreated or discriminated against or anything along those lines that, you know, they have to face with because of their sexual orientation. Like, you shouldn't be mistreated because of your sexual orientation. But I don't have to be all the way on that
Right.
side of the fence.
You can't force me to
cheering
date you.
on and shaking pom-poms like, yeah, go ahead and do all
Right,
this
you
type of
cannot
stuff.
force me to
like, I
date
don't
you.
have to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that goes along with religion as well. Just like the way ISIS are killing people because they don't want to change their religion from Christian to Islamic,
yeah.
right? So I'm gonna kill you.
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna just extort you or just get rid of you.
And that's
whatever.
extremism.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
you're
is.
going to right there. You're going to the all-out brutality, fatality. You're just going to the extreme because I want you to convert to what I am, and you're not. That's the same thing with being gay. I want you to convert to being gay or liking gay. I don't want to.
Right.
That's your
Right.
life. You do that, and
Right, I'm not going to
leave me
disrupt
alone
or
about
have
what you
any
want.
issue with what it is that you do, but don't try to
Right.
pull me into that because that's not where I am. I
That's
don't
not.
want to deal
But
with
that's
that.
not discriminating, though.
That's, yeah,
It's not.
it's choosing to stay in your own lane for real.
Right.
I
Mind
just
your business.
that whole.
It just like, people need to define what things are, and I think that's what the problem is. People don't know the definition of stuff.
Especially
no
with
more.
all this new stuff in rap, like everybody's calling everybody gay. Like
Yeah.
all the rappers really dressing all that stuff.
They say
Even
they
I don't
gay.
agree with it, but yeah. So that word just gets thrown around.
And it started with then it started like with Young Thug or something.
lot
Well,
of
more,
it did,
it
though.
didn't start with him, but like
He brought
I
it
think
out.
Yeah,
a
he
good
brought it
majority of
out.
it was.
But at the
Yeah,
same
it's not-
time,
he
at the
brought
same
out
time, I
the
do
beat.
believe it's a lot of people in the music industry that is gay. Or
I
Yeah.
heard no, I
Right.
heard it.
So-
That's what they say in
Yeah.
in there. Like it's a lot. Like, a
because
lot,
I feel like the
lot,
people that
that's
control
part
a
of
lot
the
of that
culture,
Hollywood
yeah. Having to
aspect,
deal
the
with this,
movie
yeah.
aspect, music, all of that media stuff, I feel like a lot of
That's why
people
I'm
that
kind of
control that
scared
are
to
gay.
get into. Like I want to get in the industry, like the music industry.
But
and
that's the
stuff. I'm
thing.
kinda-
It's just
you scared.
It's not scary, but I
Why?
want to know that.
Government
It was like
that
it
you
really
won't
be
know
forceful.
unless
Like
you're
that's
in
really
it,
a
you know?
culture and that's really.
That's
the
like going to
culture.
military. You won't know what really goes on in the military unless you're
Until
in
you're
it.
in it, yeah.
You know, when people come out and say,
Or the
"Oh, yo,
Masons.
don't ever go in the military. Da da da. Don't enlist. Don't do,
Mm-hmm.
you know, active duty. Don't do da da da." Why? Cause I'm telling you, don't.
They
go.
don't never
Yeah, they
give you
can't
the
never really
reason.
explain
They
it.
never
just
give
like
you the
I don't
reason.
You
wanna
can't
do
really
that.
tell me what's
Don't.
going on. It's like, okay, it's a lot of stuff that must be going on or that you went through that tragically changed your life, like gave you PSD or PTSD to a point where you don't want to be with a certain race of people. You don't want to be with a certain
older
kind of
rappers
people.
and singers be messed up now.
Mm-hmm.
They probably want to do shit.
Like I feel like Hollywood
Yeah,
is
I
a
mean,
dangerous place. Like
It is.
I-
They say it is.
Yeah, like I wouldn't.
That's
I,
why so many of them going crazy. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like if I was in Hollywood, I probably couldn't do Hollywood. I feel like I'm not. I don't have the personality.
That's why I was
for
saying I'm
Hollywood.
kind of scared to get into
Yeah,
it.
like
y'all remember Amanda Bynes, like
yeah.
the Amanda
I
show.
thought she was good. She crazy now.
So remember, she went crazy. She did
She
go
was on drugs
crazy.
and all that.
She went on drugs and everything.
I
She
thought that
went
was the
crazy.
Olsen twin.
all of them. They
All
really
of them
did
go
too.
crazy. She was
Yeah.
crazy
Oh,
too.
What's
They still, you see
the
them
young
recently,
dude that
like,
did
he
Home
look
Alone?
sick.
Yeah.
You said
So
Crazy.
who? Macaulay Culkin?
yeah, he went crazy
All them
too.
child-
It's like this
Mostly
country
child
song I listen to. It said
mostly
the
child
drugs
I feel like that
come
also
cheap.
has to do with them being child
Child
stars.
Yeah,
stars.
and
Most
that's
child
exactly what
stars,
it is.
these are messed up.
Even Orlando Brown went crazy.
Yeah.
It's everything goes around. It
Raven
revolves around the
Simone.
money because
Yeah.
She crazy
anything in
right now.
Hollywood it revolves around money. So
Yeah.
everything comes cheaper. People come a lot easier. If you're a guy, women come a lot easier. If you're a male, if you're a woman, the guys come a lot easier. Everything gets thrown to you.
Everything,
You're a celebrity.
everything. You, I will
You
run
get
it.
you get all the
to come to
clothes. You get
yep.
all the jewelry.
Drugs,
everything
if
gets
you
thrown
like
to
that, like you money,
That's true.
clothes, everything you get easily.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like someone being underprivileged until they turn 18, and then next thing you know, they get all this stuff thrown to them. What am I supposed to do with $1 million? Shit. Let me see how many friends or how much stuff I can buy.
much
Next
coke
thing you
I
know,
can buy.
right.
And
Everything
they go
is gone.
crazy with it.
Right.
And they go
They
crazy.
go into jail or stuff is getting broken
Because no
into.
one really
or-
teaches them how to invest in stuff because they never had to. Their parents
Right.
did all of that for them.
And they parents is probably robbing them the whole time.
And then
most
also
of the
think
time,
about when you famous, like you at the top, and then all of a sudden you not. Like
Right.
all
The
like
thing
that.
is- yeah, when you're a celebrity status, it's like you can't bring everybody with you.
Yeah.
that's true.
So a lot of the stuff that you're doing is real lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So the most simplest stuff is when you're with all your friends, riding bikes, playing basketball.
A lot of times
You go
I
to
don't
a
do
set, they got a basketball goal there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call such. I'm gonna bring 10 of them here.
Can't
Who
take
flying them out?
Yeah, who?
Oh, I'm not
already-
gonna allow you to go in your account to pay for such. This money right here is allotted for this and that.
Yeah.
You can't use this for this to bring them out here because then you gotta pay for hotel, food. No, we can't do that. We can't allow you to. You know what I mean? So all that what people don't know behind closed doors, people don't look at that. They just say, oh yeah, he's famous, she's famous.
Yeah,
I look at
Shit,
Orlando
it's a
Brown
lot of money.
situation is like he was famous for a moment, but then like as the That's So Raven show, you know, was
Did that start back up yet?
Well, it's like
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a.
it was.
I know she's supposed to be doing a new one.
Yeah, it's
That's
a new
So
one.
Raven?
She's a mother. Yeah, she the mother now. It's a
Ain't nobody
kid.
gonna support that.
Yeah, it's a.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised though. People are waiting. She wants to have everybody in the cast except for Orlando Brown.
That's because he told everybody.
He
He
was
did
like,
Yeah, except for Orlando Brown. So everybody on the cast is gonna be on it except for him.
And
wonder
what
what
can
that
she
white
do
girl
when
look
she got
like.
all that money? Oh yeah, yes ma'am.
And
yes,
she
ma'am.
can do
Oh,
it.
you
Yeah, she
have
can
whatever
do
you
it.
want.
But he's
know what I mean?
he's trying to fight her about it because he's saying like I have fans from that show too. So how can you just prevent my fans from from
Right,
watching
yeah.
me as well?
That's
You know the
true.
simple facts. I got more money than you.
Yeah, and that's exactly what she carrying it like.
You know what I mean?
So,
it's like
wait,
Donald.
so is that
it's
the
like
reason
Donald
why
Trump
he
being
put
a
her on
billionaire.
blast, or is
Whether
she
he's the
doing-
president or
I
not.
think he put her on blast first, and then for that
Alright,
reason,
so that
she
makes
don't want
sense.
him on
Alright,
the
so
show.
that
He
makes
put
sense.
her
Yeah,
on
I mean,
blast.
makes
He
sense.
basically was saying like something about their sex life, like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
had sex with each other.
When they was younger, like
yeah.
16.
Something like that, yeah.
And then that's embarrassing. Like, come on.
No, I agree with
She
that.
ain't on- yeah,
If
she
he
ain't
did
on
that
the
first
show.
and then
Yeah.
she decided I don't want that, I agree because he was geeking.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd been different if he'd have put her on blast after the fact.
Yeah, that's what they did.
But I don't
You
see
where he a
it.
crackhead, so he's crazy. Would you want a crackhead to be on your show?
Like,
Like really, would
He
you
be
want just
wild,
a
though.
crackhead on your show?
The joint start talking
Exactly.
Mhm.
She done had him on what is that show? It's not The Talk, The View. She's on
Yeah,
The View.
she brought him on.
She done
something.
brought him
She
on
brought him on
something.
there?
She brought the whole
She brought
cast.
the whole cast of That's So Raven on.
I don't think I'm looking.
On
I'm
the
not gonna
vid.
watch that like that. I keep.
She brought The View, like the whole cast, and everybody was cool. Like everybody was on it, but it was extra drama behind stage when he came.
Oh.
Like it was
But
like
no one knew that.
nobody
Yeah, I ain't know that
knew.
either. I thought they
Nobody
So
knew
like
that.
in the
Mhm.
music industry, Scott Storch, right? You know who Scott Storch is, right? So he made all those hits back in the early 2000s, the
Lean
late
back.
90s, right? A lot of Mary J. Blige hits, like the dude said he spent his average amount of what he spent in a month is $1 million. So someone's spending $1 million a month,
He spent a lot of that on coke.
right? They said a
Right, for
lot
real.
of the money he was spending in a month was on drugs.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
So that's how he fell off with drugs. He said, he even had the Bugatti before Lil Wayne even had
You gotta
one.
watch his Drink Champs
Right.
interview. He tells his story.
Right, so he had a lot of stuff that he can buy whenever he want, however he wanted. He bought a Lamborghini just because it was the color that he wanted. Oh, just because, oh yeah, I feel like driving a Lamborghini today. Go
That's
buy
why
one.
he fell off.
You know what I mean? So
Damn.
when you have that power to get and do whatever you want, whenever you want, that's when everything's coming so easy. Like you can just control the world.
They
You
need
know
to
what I
have
mean?
like
I
a
come in
class
there, I don't
for
know how much money I'm
celebrities
still
to
gonna
teach
keep
them
my
how to
car.
handle this
not
type of
ready for that.
stuff.
That's when you're gonna
Yeah.
go crazy.
That's because that's just too much money too fast, and like they need to have like these courses or something that they got.
But then
and enroll in.
in the sense that you can't teach somebody, it's like I'm not biased against college. I'm still going, but
Well, it don't gotta be a college class. Like this is literally
No, but
a
I'm saying
finance
for the
class.
industry,
no, but I'm
Like,
saying
yeah,
like
like-
in general, it's like you
Something.
can't.
But believe it or
When they
not,
said you can't have an expert that's not an expert in what they're teaching,
Right.
like how can you if someone's
They need
making
some Jay Z.
$100,000
What? They need Jay Z.
Yeah, but if someone's making $100,000 and they're trying to financially coach a person that's worth $1 billion, how can you do that? How can you listen to someone that's not making as much money as
But I feel
you
like
are?
you were a billion. You already passed the point of needing.
But you still
to
need
do that.
you
Like,
still need a
already-
financial coach.
So you
to
need
be able to
another
have this
billionaire
saying.
to do this.
But I feel like
I don't
to her
believe-
point, like you should do that before you like. I feel you have to be in the thing for a minute, even be a billionaire.
to get
Right.
So you should have that
Even-
class when you first come in before you even reach a billion.
Yeah,
But in my opinion, the people who are cutting these checks to the individuals that is making all these money, they don't care if they don't care if they know these.
That's
guys.
why you
But
need
that's
somebody to
the-
come in that do care.
like
Yeah.
for instance, GS9, Bobby Shmurda,
Mm-hmm.
he got signed with Epic Records, right? Or was it was it
Was it epic?
is it Epic?
I think it's
Yeah, it was Epic.
Yeah.
He's in the fucking table, dancing on the table like a fucking monkey to his song that.
Oh,
whatever song
inside
it
the
was.
boardroom, I saw
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
In the office, dancing, he's like clapping. Yeah, we about to cut this nigga a check. This
Did y'all-
nigga about to go crazy.
Did y'all see?
A few months later, he getting locked up. Now you gotta do 7 years in jail. What Epic do? Cut that deal. Ain't no money coming in.
Yeah, they weren't
You know what I
gonna
mean?
bail
They was
him out
only
for
doing
nothing.
it for the money. So
That's what I'm
who's
saying.
teaching him how to control that?
Did y'all see the
Exactly.
new edition biopic?
Nah, I ain't
No.
watching it.
Man, that joint was crazy. Like,
I heard it was
yeah,
good.
they
though.
went on tour and they came back from like a couple months tour and they had a check of $1.38 to split between all five.
What the hell?
Wow.
TLC, they did the same thing to TLC.
Yeah.
But, like,
They had to
that's
borrow
the
money.
part, like, that movie was
They said they
good.
had to borrow because they gonna go on tour. They said they had to borrow money because they filed for bankruptcy. So they were so broke they borrowed money to pay back they were so broke to the point they had to borrow money to pay someone else because they were still broke. So they had to borrow money from some management company to be up to par to being broke, to pay off a debt and still be in debt and still be broke and not have no money. Like they was so broke they were broke.
Kids when they first got signed.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like the whole industry, the whole Hollywood thing I'm talking about is just
They did that to Cisco. My father worked with Cisco mother.
You did it to Cisco. They did it to
And
Drew Hill.
he lived in Randallstown.
Drew Hill.
He graduated from my school.
Because ain't none of them
at 17.
doing anything. Like,
Millions of dollars. They
They
was stealing his money.
Yeah.
It was Cisco was the one that had the solo career. Yeah, he's the one that
I
had the
don't even
solo
remember
career. The
nobody
rest
from
of them
Drew
dropped off.
You say what?
I don't remember nobody else from Drew Hill. Like I don't remember their names.
I only know Nokia.
I can't think of that right now because I'm drunk, but
I just know Nokia. I
yeah,
don't know the rest of
Nokia
them.
and Woody.
Oh yeah, Woody. I
And,
don't know the rest of their names.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Except for Cisco.
Cisco, Woody, Nokia. I don't know the rest of them. Scola.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, it's coming. Like,
Yeah, like I'm trying to concentrate. I'm trying to get past the alcohol. Think about it.
Definitely doing number on me right
But I don't know. I just feel like that whole thing is just crazy. Like if you go into the industry, you definitely gotta watch out because there's gonna be people that's gonna try. They know what to do. They know how to extract your talent and give you nothing for it.
But I'm saying they do need to have a class, just like
So who's gonna get a
for
class?
the NFL for their rookies. They actually have a class.
Now they do.
Now they do. When they do that.
But that was the Players Association that did that. The NFL didn't care.
No.
Yeah.
And it's NFL didn't.
The NFL
come up with
The
didn't.
a
NFL
class.
did not care
don't
what
know.
they did with
That's
their
how
money
they
or
every
what happened to them
industry.
after their career was
Other
over.
people don't care. They just care
That's
about
what I'm
their money.
saying.
They don't care
But I'm
about
thinking, like,
people
in-
actually making the money.
In like the actual industry of like the media industry with like music, movies, and all, who is actually there's no union for that. So who would actually say, all right, let's save these people?
That's why. That's
but
why
you would
I
think
respect.
about they would because what if it came to a point where y'all wanted to keep the money circulating within that industry? You gotta think about how can you teach somebody to keep that money circulating within your
LeBron
industry.
James, one of his good homeboys, is actually one of his accountants.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, Maverick
Yeah.
and the other guy is manager.
They
like
managed him
he
since he
took his
came
people
into
with
the
them and
league.
he taught them or they probably took their classes and they learned themselves.
They educated
now
themselves. He
they're
had the funds
established
to
managers.
send him to class, but they
And they
wanted to
manage
do
more
that
people
for
than
him.
LeBron. It's not just him.
Right.
They real agents or managers.
Right. So those are really, really good friends of his that actually taking care
They
of
were
him.
best friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I like what Jay-Z doing for like with Rock Nation and all that stuff. I feel like he be schooling his people.
Yeah.
I feel like
I feel like that's
Because
the
he
best way to
care
do it.
like that. He does care about where the money
I
goes.
think Diddy do too.
Because a lot of people they get in those positions and they move into these areas full of people that they don't know that they have to trust to do these things. Where like you said, LeBron he brought his people with him and they
Yeah.
learned what they needed
Yeah.
to do, and he already knew he could trust them. So it's like it's hard because you move into say you move from here to Hollywood next week and you don't know an accountant, you don't know a lawyer, you don't know all of that stuff. You're gonna have to find somebody.
Trying to trust
Exactly.
people when
Right.
people
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah.
having somebody that you've been knew from like before you even got on that would be willing to learn that you could teach. To do
Kevin
it for
Hart's
you.
the same way. I think his
Kevin Hart
people's-
is the
Yeah,
You want to
he's
keep people
full
that you
of
comfortable being with around you instead of working with
Kevin Hart
everybody
is
else.
like the
So
epitome
you,
of
of course,
that.
you're gonna do what you gotta do to keep the people around you. You're gonna educate them on what you're doing so that you won't be alone.
Right.
But then it's
yeah.
also the whole double-edged sword because it's like a lot of people that come from basically where you started at don't really want to do the work. They just be like, all right, well you made it, now we both made it. I just want to go get me this, do this for me.
But that's
this.
people
People
you
will
got.
be down.
Yeah.
That's the ones you gotta get rid
You
of.
gotta get rid of those people.
But a lot of times that be almost
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
So then you really have no choice. You just out there on your own because everybody you thought was with you ain't really with you.
Right.
So I don't know. That's just
It's a whole. You gotta understand. I wouldn't say a game, but you gotta understand.
It's a game. The whole
Yeah.
thing is good.
You know, but that's life though. That's
Yeah.
life
Yeah, it is.
situations that you gotta understand.
figuring out who really,
Right.
Yeah, that's how I like
It's
all the
actually down for you,
biopics and
not.
stuff coming out too. You
Yeah.
learn. That's more information. Like I feel like it's more.
Even the biopics be sketchy sometimes though, because that's based on who's writing it.
That's
And
like
a lot
Pop-
of times the's not
like,
much.
See, you ain't see the pot joint.
Yeah,
But there was
I
a lot
know.
of controversy around
No, that's
it.
what I'm saying. That's why there's still some parts I'm like.
I
that shit
didn't
really
like
happened.
it.
I
I
didn't
mean,
watch
it
it.
was
I'm a huge
it was
Pop fan,
a
like-
it was a
I like Pop, but I
decent
didn't watch it.
movie,
I
but
like
it wasn't a movie that I felt like Don't you know how
Yeah,
8 Mile was?
You won't really inform
NWA.
about.
You seen that?
Yeah,
NWA.
oh
NWA
yeah.
is probably the
Or
best
how 8
biopic
Mile
in,
or
like, I don't know.
NWA or Get Rich or Die Trying. Like those writers really wrote those
Yeah,
movies.
even though
But they said the
Notorious
guy that
did-
actually wrote this, he been doing it for years. Like he started like 8 years ago, trying to
10
do
years.
everything
He did
by
a bad
himself.
fucking
But the
job.
difference between like how we said a couple weeks ago, the difference between NWA and
They're still alive.
they still alive, so they
You
can
see,
say,
did
"Yo,
Easy-
that's not true,"
you
or
see,
"That's
they
not how I
kinda
want you to
Easy
depict it."
dirty, because
Yeah.
there were people like Easy was never broke. Like he had
Yeah.
phones, but he was never like looking at Dre Billboard like, I wish I wasn't that.
Yeah.
level. Like,
Right.
Easy was always good until he passed away.
Right. Cause he had Bone Thugs,
Yes, I'm
and
saying.
Bone Thugs was hot.
popping.
Yeah.
So, but of course, they was they still had their history, so of course
Mm-hmm.
they might not shine the best.
Yeah, they
light
might
on
not
Easy.
have decided to put no light on it because it's like whatever.
And even with Notorious, Diddy, I feel like Diddy was there to help, and his
Yeah.
mother was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
Yeah,
like Feeney,
definitely.
Pop
Yeah,
was
But
Pac
if you-
Pac
if
is
you
gone,
think
and
about
so
a
is
year
his mother.
ago,
So it's no
His
risk.
mother
as
just
a
passed
single,
away,
I would
so
say
that's
as
the-
a single person, as much as Pac did, how much controversy he caused within the 4 years he was good when he was making music when he was alive.
he died at
he
26.
actually did a lot
That's what, and you couldn't
as
put
an
that in a
artist when
2-hour
he was
movie.
alive.
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
you
So
can't-
in
you
order
can't
to
put
They
that
should have did that the
movie.
same way they did the New Edition joint.
New
Put it out
Edition.
in segments.
Yeah, or even,
Yeah.
or even I'm watching this. The
They may end
the
up turning
Defiant
into
ones. You
that.
watch the
They
Defiant
should.
ones?
No, I haven't. My boyfriend's watching it.
The who?
Or
The
the
Defiant
Defiant
ones.
ones. It's
It's
like
the
a
Jimmy
Oh, with
Jimmy Iovine and
yeah.
Dr. Dre. That joint crazy. I didn't know Interscope
I'm
was so.
gonna get into that. I've been
Yeah, I
meaning
want to see that too.
It's like 4 episodes. I'm on the 3rd one. That's definitely it.
But 8 Mile was kind of like a
See,
slight tune in.
I don't
to-
think 8 Mile and
to-
Get Rich or Die Trying were biopics because that wasn't like their story. They just incorporated
Yeah,
their
it was kind of
life
yeah.
kind of in it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a biopic. I feel like more NWA New Edition.
Right.
All those where it's literally their life. Like it's their,
Well, yeah.
like,
NWA.
8 Mile,
It was written better. It still was done better
no, it was
than
a lot better. 8 Mile,
Right.
I
than
can still watch
the
8 Mile
Tupac
right
movie.
now.
Like I felt like the ending of the Tupac movie.
It was just so much to try
so
to
fucking
squeeze in.
dumb.
But how do
2
you
hours or
like
an hour
ended right there?
a
Like
half,
they didn't even show him in the
whatever.
hospital.
Like
He didn't die right. He
they
died 7
ended
days
it
later
him
in
in the
hospital.
street, laid out,
And then it said-
dying,
it said
like
Pac died 7 days later in the hospital. I'm like, yo, this is a Tupac
with the
movie.
gospel music and everything,
I'm
and
like,
you just
yeah.
like, yo, why?
I
you
didn't
know?
watch it, but because when I heard everybody's reviews, I'm like, nope, I'm not going
But
to
like,
see it.
I'm such a Pac fan that I still enjoyed watching it because I learned a little more about Pac.
I'm a Pac fan, too.
I
I
was
wish they
disappointed.
would
I
have
thought
went
it was
into detail when he was living in Baltimore, going to Baltimore School of
Yeah,
Art.
he was in it. It was like a few minutes.
Listen, they started when his mother was in jail, pregnant with him, and then they ended with him dying. So, including the Black Panther, like everything he's been through, you can't do that in 2 hours. Like
Yeah,
they
it's-
rushed. Like
I
it went,
said
it went
he
from
been through so much.
it went from
to
his
try to
mother being
squeeze
pregnant
it
in
into-
jail. The next scene, he was in Baltimore. The next scene, or he was in New York, and then he moved to Baltimore.
They only had
And
like
then
a
the
little
next-
second of the Black Panthers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
like
they
the
had
mother
him in
gave
New
her
York.
speech.
He moved it out of New York like after the second scene, and then it went to Baltimore. He was there for like 2 scenes,
Not
and
long.
Oh wow.
then he went to Cali and like.
And then that was the rest of the
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. His life in
Yeah.
Cali. I mean,
Well, she did rep West Side a lot, but
Yeah,
it was
so I guess they
still
wasn't
like
gonna shine that much light on
Right.
pre-California.
But people know
Everybody knew he went to BSA.
People know he from
right.
But
from
even
New
with his
York and
relationship
Baltimore.
with Jada, they stretched that shit too.
But they
They stretched that.
But I just be hearing different stories. I've been hearing stories that she knew about it, but then she's saying she never talked to nobody about it.
They was beefing when he died, and I think that's what made her hurt about the movie the most, because they tried to make it seem like she had a talk with him before he died.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
She's like, I never talked to him.
and
after
she
the
never
show.
spoke to him.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't know they was beefing when he passed away.
they was beefing because of like the stuff that he was getting involved in.
Pop wasn't like people don't know like Pop.
It was
not,
changing.
even though he's thug like
It
Pop
was
was
changing.
not. That's not him. He was still an artist. Like he wasn't. He was a really a good-hearted person. But shit, your circumstances like Suge Knight.
Yeah,
that whole
it
damn
changes
road shit
everything
just
for
fucked.
real.
Like I'm not saying fucked them up because
I mean, it did.
That did.
but I feel like his purpose was like.
Because you could
He had a
see in the
purpose on
movie, if this was true, how he was thinking about it, of his decisions every time. It's like at the ending when he was thinking about not going with Suge on that drive that night. Did that really happen? But if that really happened,
But
it's
that's
like,
like you
How do we
thinking
know?
about
Yeah,
his
like how do you
instances.
even know
I
he was
always
really
be
thinking
wondering
like
like
that?
what
Right.
like today's
If he died
like,
that night,
today's,
like,
like,
how do you even know?
culture scene would
I
be
guess
like
more
have
dramatic
Pop never
than
died.
the movie.
I'll be wondering about that
You
sometimes.
said what happened?
Like what today's like culture scene would look like if Pac had never died. Because
It-
honestly,
it-
I don't
it-
think
it-
none of these rappers that exist today would exist if Pac was still alive.
right.
But
I don't think he'd be rapping.
I don't think Pac would still be rapping.
I don't think he'd be rapping, but he'd
He'd be
be that
doing movies.
figure.
I think he'd be doing
as much
movies
as,
more.
see, I'm a Pac fan, but I know his hits. Like I know a couple more than his hits, but he's one of my favorite actors.
I don't think he'd be
I think he
rapping
would be
anymore.
acting.
I've seen every single Pac movie.
He'd be like Will Smith,
No.
honestly,
No,
but better.
But see, I don't think he'd
better.
be rapping anymore. He probably would just be doing like movies, but
But
he
he'd
would
be
be like
activist.
that
activist.
figure for like the
He'll be
approval of
activist.
hip hop.
No, he for-
He
Yeah,
would definitely be
so he would be
activist.
like, "Yo, that's not no," and everybody would be like, "Okay, Pac said
I think
no."
a lot of it.
So, all right. So, what do y'all think? What are your thoughts on the government trying to break down that black man that has power, as far as Tupac
It's 100%. I think it's true.
having all that power, Kanye West being the new Tupac to me, or probably a few other people?
I don't think he knew too.
Nah,
Ooh,
he-
that's too going too
As
far.
far as
Nobody.
I would say,
Tupac, nobody.
the only reason I say that is because the way he speaks on what he believes.
He doesn't act. Like, you
Well,
can't compare that to
But
somebody.
he's not an
else.
activist.
You can't compare
like,
it to Pac who pulled over and shot 2 off-duty cops just because they were beating up a
I
random
mean,
black person.
not.
Yeah.
But I say that
Like,
in
that's a
instances
whole
where
different
the only way
feel for what he's doing.
I want to say I wouldn't compare them like hand in hand, but I'll compare them as like as a person of who they believe or what they believe in.
I see
He's
what you're
strong
saying.
in
I
his
see what you're
opinions.
saying.
he
Because
speaks of what he
I think
believes.
Pac
in.
What
what,
got
what
that
Kanye West
Black
speaks
Panther
of,
in
he
him,
tries
so
to
you
do
can't
and try to
compare
show
it.
people this can
There's
be
not
done.
nobody else like that.
Tupac was doing the same thing, but he was more into where he grew up or how he was growing up,
Yeah.
and showing people you can do
I
this,
think he was more.
and this is how it
intelligent.
can
I
be
think he was
done.
more-
You think he was more smart?
you know,
Yeah.
he was. Pac was.
He went
like,
about it smarter than Kanye.
his mind, I think
Kanye
that
is
when anybody like Pac mindset was
still
just
reaching
I mean,
out to the
because
white
they're on two
person.
different levels and two different generations. It's like trying to compare Jordan to LeBron. The generations are different in basketball.
That's true.
So you can't really compare the two, but they have similarities. So you can't really compare. They got certain similarities, certain
I'm
traits,
just biased when it comes to
how they
Pac.
speak about
I don't
their.
like comparing nobody to Pac.
I feel what he's saying though, because
You know,
it's two
I
different
get what
time
you're
frames.
saying. I'm just like I'm biased when it comes to Pac. I don't.
I just
I
feel
just
like
don't know
a lot of the
compare,
stuff that
like-
has gone on wouldn't have gone on if Pac was still alive. And I mean,
Like,
I
as far as
don't
what else?
like it's
Yeah.
first of all, as far as the music, that wouldn't have never happened. As far as, because you gotta think about it, when Pac was making his music in his prime, he was bringing black people together with his music. So say for example, he never died, and his music basically reached the point where black people were amassed around him. Then he can then direct their attention to something else. Where a lot of the stuff that has gone on in the last, I don't know how long, maybe not would have never happened. Because
He was basically
people would have
saying
been too focused.
He rapped the stuff he rapped about to get the people's attention. And
Right.
then he was ready to hit him. Because he said after
But-
this Machiavelli album, he wasn't going. He said he was going to drop the whole Biggie thing. He said he wasn't going to say nothing about Biggie no more. Like he was over all that. He trying to just do all the positives.
And that's in my opinion why I always say Pac was better than Biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
As
not
overall
lyrically.
artist.
Yeah.
Maybe not, yeah,
Not
but
lyrically,
I feel like in
all around,
overall, yeah,
no,
because
that his voice or his
everything he stood for.
I literally
was
listen
just-
to him and
yeah.
feel him. Like there's not
Biggie
too
was
many
just
people
nice.
I listen to, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But also
But-
they said Biggie,
He was
wasn't
your
about
rapper.
that.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
just
average rapper.
your back then just nice rapper, but
Right.
Pac
His
was like
flow is- his
Pac was
words
a
like-
movement.
Yeah,
Right.
he was a movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
You
more
felt
than just
everything he
rapping.
said.
Yo, that's why I don't know. I keep going back to Kanye West because that's how I feel about him.
I see what you're saying because when Kanye
Because
came out,
if-
I felt like that
Yo,
too.
that's why when we were
I mean, I
talking
think
But that's
about
how
when
he was.
Kanye
I
first
felt
came
that way
out.
when
I
he
don't like
came
now.
out.
Like now, he
Now-
And I don't feel like Pac would have
Pac
fell
not
off
turning
and
like
fell
that.
into that
Pac
whole
not gonna turn on niggas
thing
like
like
that.
Kanye
Yeah,
did.
I don't
think
think
Pac
Pac
would have
gonna
let
do
himself
that.
succumb to that like
He
Kanye
couldn't do
did.
that.
I mean, because what all right, if you think about what was Tupac's main, perspective or his main, like goal, what was he reaching? What was he trying to do?
I
Right.
feel like it was to
Bring
empower
people- and yeah,
He was
black
empower
people, bring
black
people
people.
together,
Right,
expose
empowering
the
black
fucking-
through the power of music.
So my thoughts on Kanye West, he's trying to give the black people power by what he's trying to do, right? Breaking down different barriers in the shoe industry, the fashion
But
industry.
he's still expecting
and the
it to be
music.
given to him by a
what
white
you-
person.
I see what you're saying.
Tupac wouldn't do that.
I see what you're saying in that regards, but Kanye is trying to break down industry barriers so more people can follow behind him. Tupac
look
was
at
trying
that.
to
I would
Tupac was
say-
trying to empower the average black person to
Right.
do the right thing on a day-to-day
But
basis.
if you think about where a lot of your multi-millionaires are, athletes, rappers, and
entertainment.
in the music
Entertainment
industry,
period.
yeah,
Movies.
entertainment, yeah.
I mean-
So all these people that are all in entertainment, if I think with Kanye West is showing them that he can do this and that can be done, why can't you all grasp on the ideas of what I'm doing and what I'm saying to actually I wouldn't say jump on the bandwagon, but to actually, if you got a dream, go and chase it, because this is what I'm doing. I got everything that I want by doing or providing all the hard work.
Are you
But see, I don't get that from his
That's what I'm
actions.
saying. Are you getting that from what he's doing?
I don't get that from it. I get what you're saying. That's his end game, but his process to doing it isn't showing me that. Like right now, I feel like he's just shucking and jiving for the white man until he don't feel like he has to anymore.
Exactly.
Whereas I feel like Pac was not. He would never do that.
Pac would not do that. He's not going to even. He's not even.
I feel like I agree with everything you're saying, but it's just comparing to Pac. I feel like he can.
The process
he
is
can do that. It's just
Yeah.
he's his own person. Like Kanye is Kanye. Kanye's always gonna be Kanye. Like the way Pac is Pac. Like Kanye is Kanye.
Because I don't know. The only reason why I compare them as similarities is because Pac spoke out. Eazy-E spoke out. Dr. Dre or Ice Cube spoke out against the police. Right?
Yeah.
They broke them up. Tupac spoke against everything. Right?
Nah.
Cube left. Easy.
Yeah. Once Keith left,
Jerry
that
Heller
was
broke them up. Man.
Well-
I mean, he's a white man. Jerry Heller.
Somehow fucking Eazy-E got AIDS and he died, and then the whole regime just fucking
That was shit
fell
night too.
apart.
That was.
You know what I mean?
Right.
How the fuck was Suge Knight getting all that money? I don't know. How did he become in the music industry? I don't know.
'Cause, I mean,
No one
he
knows.
was smart. He was
strong on his way in.
He's strong enough because he started his body.
For him to come out of jail and be all doing some shit
But
like
in
that.
instances like Tupac he had this whole movement.
And Suge had died.
What happened to Tupac? He got killed. Now all the black people like, fuck, man, when our leaders are gone. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, y'all saying Kanye West is changing. Yeah, he's changing fucking Hollywood. They are breaking him down.
Exactly.
If you ever went to fucking one of his, like that Pablo concert, or any one of his concerts, and you see the diversity, he's trying to bring everyone together, not just empower a particular race. He's trying to bring everyone together.
I feel what you're saying.
You know what I mean? But I look
But
at
I feel
different leaders
like
like Bob Marley tried to do the same thing. John Lennon trying to do the same thing. Every people that had all this power to try to bring the empowerment towards everybody, not just one particular race. That way it can be even all across the board. I think all those people in those leadership positions, they're trying to kill all those guys off.
Yeah.
True.
And all these fucking mumble rappers or the young generation, what we have,
They
we
trying to
dealing with
just
drugs,
get
lean,
Yeah,
perks.
bring them all up.
You know what I mean? We
Back
the
then
new
it was-
crackheads.
Like back then,
You know
it
what
was
I'm saying?
cool
So
to be
they
a drug dealer.
basically-
Now it's cool to be a
drug
yeah,
addict,
do
yeah.
drugs,
Yeah.
Like, they don't rap about
Right, so
selling
now
drugs,
we're
they talk
killing
about taking
ourselves by
drugs.
taking the drugs and these dumbass rappers that are rapping all this mumble shit that we like. You know, just be honest, we all
I
like
don't
this
like
shit.
that
I mean,
shit.
it's
I don't know what you
true.
I listen to J. Cole.
That's
The
what I'm saying.
vibe, you know,
I
like,
If the Migos come on the radio, what's up, bumping this shit.
Right.
I gotta,
I'm still
I gotta be drunk.
Either or, right? You still
jamming
supporting
on
it.
In a club.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Because I can't control it. But I never
Right.
listen to Migos in my car. I never listen to none of them in my
Right.
car.
Only when it comes on. But that type of music now is what they're signing all these fucking people and they're allowing the music. This is what they playing on the radio.
Right, that's
And
what they
we-
want.
The young generation
Miley
just
Cyrus.
who's supposed to be coming up behind us. They listening to this shit, but they the people that's supposed to back us up. So whenever we say something, they not. Because they so fucking
But
drunk.
you got-
They-
I mean, but you have people like Chance that's trying to push it for the
Yeah.
young people.
Right,
Yeah.
but think about what Chance is doing too. His music is not just for a particular race or anything, but what he's doing is bringing the whole genre of like people, you know what I mean, diversity of people together. But what he's doing,
they
people
gonna kill him
understanding
too
it.
then.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't know if
Well,
it
That's my
gets to
thing.
that
Like, I
point.
feel like it's
They
they'll
like,
kill
might
him,
start
J.
trying to-
Cole and Kendrick.
it's a never-ending cycle.
I like
whenever
Cole
whenever they
cool,
realize
but
that
like,
somebody
Cole
is gaining
cut,
too
he
much
cool.
traction, whenever they realize
They
that they
gonna
becoming
let him
too but they killed them before they get to the point where they can't be touched. So
Right.
it's like all these people on their way up, reaching these pinnacles, and the same way they did.
They
with
try to
Pac.
do that with when Eminem first came out. Yo, I gave Eminem the most. I used to go to my cousin's house just to listen to the CD, right? All the way on his mills. I'm down bottom Park Heights. I'm like, when Eminem first came out, all that controversy about that homo shit, about him being against Elton John, and they made those two perform together on that one stand song. Like that was a big thing of everyone coming together
Yeah.
on that of the homosexual orientation versus the gangster rap
Yeah.
or someone that came from nothing and began to become something. So they were trying to break Eminem down at that point.
This has been the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. We are right in the middle of the conversation. I am your host, Mr. Freeminds. To my left, I have,
Taylor, aka Doc.
and we have our special guest.
Adam, aka Ross Films.
James, aka Be Humble James.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go ahead and comment on the links below. Make sure you share this video with your friends. Make sure you check out our website where you can get your very own BDN podcast gear. You can get yourself your own cat, and definitely make sure that y'all get y'all tickets for the Glow event, which is
this Saturday, was July 22nd. What's the address?
1327 Bayard Street.
When did it drop? Wednesday.
Yeah. So
Go after Artscape.
yeah,
You already
make sure-
downtown.
You already gonna be
Like,
down there.
you already
Make sure
downtown.
you get your early bird tickets because they
$10
early. They
line.
cheaper if you get them early. If you get them at the door, they are gonna be a little bit more expensive. So make sure you go ahead and do that.
Jello shots and everything down there. So.
Everything.
We all gonna be in the building.
And the whole BDN crew is gonna be down there. We're gonna be down there showing support, showing our love, trying to celebrate, art in the culture in the city of Baltimore. So go ahead and make sure y'all go out and support. Cups up. Touch.
Yeah.
I like the fact we actually got glasses now. You have to
Yes.
clink them joint.
Mhm.